Yo, welcome back. Oh, what happened to my camera? Hold on, production. Ay, 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 ay. I might have to fire people. Let's see. Get me on the HD. Thank you. Get me on the HD, man. We're in the barber shop. Come on, today's a call-in show, man. Gotta do a good impression out here, man. Production. I'm gonna have to fire all of you guys, man. What's going on? Big up to man them in the building. Welcome, people. Welcome. Come on in. Come on in. Let's get this thing party. Big up to all of you guys in the building. Thank you so much for joining me. Great day, great day. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today? Big up to N90. He's in the building. He's in the barber shop. You guys know what today is. Our first call-in show. Gotta clear my throat. Dustin is in the house. What go on? What go on? I'm too excited. I'm too excited, man. How you guys doing, man? Today I get a chance to talk to the community, man. What's going on? You guys understand that I'm not gonna do too much talking. I'm gonna, we'll talk about anything, topic, whatever topic people want to bring up. Let's discuss. That's all we're gonna do, man. What's everybody doing today? It's a Saturday, beautiful day. I hope everybody's doing well. Everybody is healthy, both physically and inside. Good to see you people. Everything is going well. Um, I understand this whole transfer stuff got everybody on edge. You know what I mean? Everybody's on edge about these transfers. But I told people, who did I tell? Yeah, Kabak. I told them, have no fear. Have no fear. Everything will work itself out as it's supposed to. Liverpool, we good. This is one of the best transfer windows and in the best place of power Liverpool has ever been, where we control everything. It doesn't matter what happens, we're still going to be good, right? Of course, we want certain things to happen so that we get all our priorities done. However, the main thing is the main thing, and that is to win. So we're on course of doing that. You saw what the business that they already done, and more to come. It doesn't matter who we get, more to come. This project is not done. The thing that people need to understand is this is a big project. It's not just for this summer. It is for the next, I would say, the next 5 to 7 years. Remember, how old is Vert? How old is McAllister? How old is Sabosala, Gravenberg? All these guys. The only three people who are not going to be, or four people who are probably not going to be part of this next step is Virgil, Salah, Allison, and Robo. That's the old regime. They're going to usher us to the new era. That's why they are the backbone of the club. And we're going to take off. So this project is, people don't understand. It's like what the good job that Edwards, Hughes, and Slot have done is put us in a place of power where our project starts here. It's here. This is a new project. People are forgetting that we have a new manager. He just came in last year after, following one of the best managers ever. And when that manager left, you guys have to understand that there was a project that was supposed to start. The reason why we didn't see it as such is because the former the former manager started it. The new manager came in, went with it, and now he has to set up for his own project. Big up to Fazi's in the building. Fazi, are you available, man? Come through, man. If you're available, hit me up. Kwanzaa got demolished by Flamingo under 20 team. Condolences. Big up yourself, Duali. Long time. I know you're gonna show up, man. I'm gonna be posting the link very, very soon. I just want to make sure everybody's doing well. The link will be posted very soon. Yeah, man. How's everybody, man? Big up to all of you guys. Please hit. Oh man, the man got you, huh? Unbelievable. These people, they work us to death, man. Now, big up yourself, man. Thank you as always. Everybody out there, man. I hope you're doing well. Whether you are working, whatever you're doing, please enjoy this show because it's gonna be a great, great, great show. Um, like I was saying earlier, say they got me, brother, all week, man. They have me sweating, man. I needed this show today, man. Work is good, but they've been working it, brother, man. Big up yourself, Spirit of LFC. Good to see you. He said, greetings, Crazy Bo Fuzzy, Dustin Turden. And chat, I trust this message finds you well. Please like, comment, and share, subscribe. Oh, you are intelligent. You never walk alone. Big up yourself. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for these kind words. We need that. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that community are slowly getting better, man. It's been rough. It's been rough, but hey, if any fan base can do it, it's always Liverpool. We are the ones, man. We are the ones. Um, and said Kwesi isn't all that. Thought, what? Who said that? Who said that? Bring him out here. Tell him to come to the front of the office. Tell that person to come to the front of the barbershop. Who said that? The disrespect. The disrespect. You tell that person he ain't all that too. Yeah, I said it. Messing with the bold. We need a center back, a defensive mid, and two forwards. I agree with two of them. I don't think we need a defensive mid this year, maybe next year. Big up yourself, Irishman. I know you're gonna join me today, man. I need you here. I need you here, man. We only need a few players now. Facts. We are back. Exactly. Ant was moving mad, man. All right, Ant. Ant Sekwesi is overhyped. What? Is that what he's been saying? Is that what Ant's man been saying? Okay. Okay. We shall see. I'll send my dogs on him. He said, I'm overhyped. Can you believe? Why will this man suggest I'm overhyped? Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, somebody almost started the bad rumor. Apparently, he mean Kavara, not Kwesi. The man said Kwesi. So, man, I was about to send my dogs on ends. I know he's Hollywood and all, but yeah, man, I was about to send my dogs on him. You know, he's Hollywood, but you know, I got the community behind me. I got the nation, the Africa Bambada, and the Zulu nation behind me. RIP Jota and Andre. I hope the people that was big up to Hanan Martin for following us on X, man. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you. I hope the people that was injured in the Liverpool parade are okay. Thank you for the kind words again. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. I know, Jordan, I was there. See, did he say me or did he say Crava? You know, Cravadonna. I'm just saying, we're about to start a beef right now. We on our first calling show? Are we about to start a beef? PSG player. Okay. Because you know, last time Ends took me to court. You know that kangaroo court that they put me in. I'm gonna all cases on them people. All cases, including honesty. I know you in there, honesty. Big up, Craig. Thank you for coming through. Glad to see 12 man back as well. He was way due. Yes, sir. We're glad that he's doing well. Man. We are the nation of domination. Yes, sir. Big up. Yes. Power to the people. Free Isak, man. Free Isak. Is it Ekitike or Isak? Isak all day, every day, 3 times on Sunday. Okay. It seems like somebody had a typo because we are about to have, I was about to call, the nation of domination and the Zulu nation, and then we were gonna roll up into Ensman's mansion in Hollywood. That's what we're about to do right now. You know what I mean? Free Isak, man. Free Isak. This should be what needs to be spammed in all. If anybody's on Twitter or on X or however you call that thing, we should all be putting that in there. Hashtag free Isak, man. That's what we should be doing. He said, who do you got, Usyk or Dubois? Huh? Usyk is still dominating, man. It's very hard to pick against the champ. It's very hard to pick. I would love Dubois to show that he's the next one, but I'm leaning towards the champ a little bit, Because see, Nunes is better than Ekitike. If not Isak, then Rodrigo. We getting all of them. Rodrigo, the way things are going, people are saying, what's his name? Uh, Diaz is leaving, so we have to replace him. Um, I'm telling you, business is not done. Big up, big up, big up. He said, Isak is a difficult deal to get done. Newcastle don't want to sell. Well, like I said, in short term, good business for not selling Newcastle. But the long term, like I said, that's why I keep telling you, Liverpool, we Gucci. It doesn't matter which term we are, long or short, we good. Now, if we get him now, we great. No Isak in Newcastle team today, apparently. Ekitike is on the bench also. Anyway, people, let me put this thing here. Let's get the ball rolling. How do we do this? How do we do this without me hitting the wrong button? Copy. Here we go. Please come on in. I need you guys to show me your camera. Until we build a credit between myself and my community, I'm petrified of any weirdo showing up. So camera in, please. Camera in, camera in. Thank you. Here we go. Let's go, people. He said, Kwesi, are you happy with Ekitike and Rodrigo? I mean, any player that comes to Liverpool, I will give them that benefit of the doubt. Of course, I will be happy. But you know what my preference is, right? My preference is Isak. So big up yourself, brother. How you doing, man? Long time no see.
Yeah, a long time no see, man. A
Good
long
to
time.
see you. Good to see you. Thank you for being the first caller. People, please come on in. He said, Quincy, pin it. Okay, let me figure out how to do this thing, man. This is my first time. I'm not gonna put myself on timeout.
Yeah, it's,
How do you pin it?
I have no idea. You also,
uh this thing is not giving me, this since I hit 500, they're giving me all this free stuff, and it's a pin the link. How do you by the way, keep talking while I figure
oh,
this thing out, man. What's the
oh,
topic you would like to discuss?
by the
um
way, for the people that are saying Isak's not in the squad, I know we
mhm,
don't believe Isak's coming. Guys, Isak's just come up for an injury. So he's not going to. And half the team's out. So as much as we don't believe Isak's not in the team, he is
mhm.
he is not. He's injured or coming up for an injury. So for the people that believe Isak, that he's coming to Liverpool, I'll damn the hopes on that. And I wouldn't be worried
Mhm.
about Newcastle because he's
Big up to Irishman.
big up Irishman. He's on this. He's on the squad because of his current injury. So nothing to get excited about there. Just to warn the people in the chat. Um,
Mm.
but yeah, I think Ekatike is coming. I guess. I wanted Isak, but Ekatike I wasn't happy with. I'm not going to complain. If you get
Mhm.
Rodrigo as well, then you convert Ekatike, Rodrigo, Salah. Brilliant front four. I'm not going to complain about that front four.
Mhm.
But yeah, overall, just I mean, a news just come out about from Fabrice Hawkins, very reliable from French side. He said Hugo Ekitike is getting close to join Liverpool. The plan's clear for so you won't play at all for the group friendly.
Mhm.
That's the terms ongoing. So Green, we're still negotiating, but that's a matter of time, I guess. The Ekitike transfer. So yeah, Ekitike's only number 9. Yeah, excited. I'm
Well,
excited. I'm excited.
we will see. We will see. I mean, the whole thing was it's it's a 4D chess move that Liverpool is playing.
I think it is.
I don't know who they're gonna get. I mean, we know our dream sign is Isak. Now we hear rumors that Newcastle will let Isak go to the Saudis,
That's fake, I think. Surely
which it was hilarious to me. And then now we hear that Newcastle won Darwin.
swap deal. I think they said
I
they want.
mean, are they trying to go 4-4-2? You're
No,
not
they're
gonna
not. That is the most bullshit thing ever, bro.
Irishman. I mean, what do you think about these whole news stories that are coming out? I mean, Liverpool comes to you, and Liverpool never go to Newcastle without a sign from a player or the club saying, "Hey, can we talk to you about your player?" Right? And
Mhm.
then they tell us, "Oh no, he's not for sale." We were like, "Okay, cool, no problem. We're gonna keep on walking." And then we go talk to their plan A or their replacement player or whatever you want to call him. Because whatever you say about Isak, he is not staying there 3 years. I think if anything, this is his last year or last half a year. So they are prepping for the next, for the future. Hence the reason why they bring in they want a ticket. And then Liverpool said, "Cool, we're gonna go for a ticket." But still, if this guy is still available, we coming back. So this whole thing that is going on, it's not as simple as people think. Make it seem like, oh, Liverpool is just gonna go for a ticket, or there is something going on. There's something going on, and right now they missed out on Mbuemo, so that means they will have to spend more money to get Wisa. And Brentford don't want to sell Wisa because that's literally basically them saying, okay, we're gonna get relegated. You're selling the two best players you had,
Very
plus the
damn.
manager. So what do you think, Anfield Irishman?
Well, there's a hell of a lot to it, man. There's an awful lot. Like you just like anyone thinks this is simple. Jeez,
Mm-hmm.
like you're trying to get Isak. Everyone knows that.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to get this other kid on the back burner,
Mm-hmm.
right? While holding out, you're trying to keep him happy. You're trying to get Newcastle on the line. I don't. If it's gone so far now with this kid that if we don't sign him,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to look like scumbags. And
Mm.
other teams that are looking at us going, look what they did to Ekatike.
Yeah.
They strung him along and dumped him at the last second when they realized there was a deal to be done for Isak. So
Mm-hmm.
could we go and sign both of these people? I don't know, but it's to for us to kind of play this, try and get Isak, stop them getting Ekatike, not
Mm-hmm.
be able to get Isak, and then us get Ekatike. If you stand back and look at it
Mm.
like that, then we played it brilliantly.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, the main guy everyone wants
Big up yourself
is
at
Isak.
90.
Big up, man. Big
Yeah,
up, lad, man.
it's there's always moving parts in transfers, but the amount of moving parts in this one, man, is absolutely crazy. The amount of
Mm.
story, counter story. Now he's off to the Saudis. Now they want Nunes. It's another Liverpool Newcastle transfer.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting to get a bit out of control. So I just think we have someone at the top. I was just going to say, if you want to pin that comment, you can't do it in StreamYard. You have to do it in YouTube. So if you go
Oh,
into your YouTube, beside your comment in YouTube, you'll see three little dots, and if you just hover over them, one of them will add up. Just one of them will be pinned comment. You can't
so
do
I
it in
have to go. I
StreamYard.
have to go watch it myself.
You have to go watch your own channel. Yeah, yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way to pin the comment. You can't do it in StreamYard.
Oh, I was out here like trying to figure it
Yeah, I
out.
could see your face. I could
You
see
could
your
see
face
me
looking
like
for
I'm
it on
all
the
over the
StreamYard, and I
place.
knew it wasn't in StreamYard. It's like he's looking for something that isn't there.
Oh, what's going on here? We got Kennel Z is in the building. Device not connected. Kennel connected. I know. Oh, there he is. There he is. Now, people say, Quincy, you said people have to show their face. Yes, people have to show their face, but we got some day ones in the building. The Kennel and Anfield Irishmen, they've been with me since day one, so they have credit. N90, big up yourself. Thank you for coming, man. What are you saying, though? I mean, we're talking
Yeah.
about Isak and Ekitike. What are you saying?
I'm saying this is a beautiful time to be a Liverpool fan right now. We can't
Thank you,
complain.
thank
Can't
you.
complain.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think there's a possibility we could get both because we do
Mm-hmm.
need two strikers in with selling Nunes. It
Yeah.
looks like Diaz is on the way out as well. So there's funds there
Mm-hmm.
that Liverpool can make. And I think we're forgetting there's also fringe players that we don't actually need. So talented players like Morton. I don't think Morton and Elliott will be at the club next season.
Right.
So there's a lot of transfers, cash to be coming into the club, man. So can't complain. But I think Liverpool have done a smart one here with Newcastle because it looks like Isak may be going towards be handling a transfer request, or that's what at least we hope, because then that would push Liverpool more to get that transfer done. They
Yeah.
tried to get TK,
Mm-hmm.
that flopped. He told them that he wants to go to Liverpool, which
Mm-hmm.
that would be stupid if he went Newcastle because Liverpool are up Premier League champions. Soon to be doing 2 times in a row, repeat.
Mm-hmm.
And then now, obviously, with that, Isak's looked at TK. He's thinking, if I let TK go to Liverpool and take my starting striker spot, and if Liverpool keep on winning trophies, he's going to think that could have been me.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I don't know what you guys think about this, but this is probably the best time for Isak to move to Liverpool in his career, because where else would he go after that? So that's my opinion on the situation at the moment.
No, I agree. I agree with that. I mean, like, Keno, big up yourself. How you doing, sir?
Oh, go on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're
I
glad to
see you
see you.
lot.
Glad to see you in the building. We know, we caught your burner account on Twitter, right? We know you. We saw your burner account. I don't want to show people right now because it might start a controversy.
Quasi.
But
Quasi.
but
I'm not.
big up yourself,
I'm
man.
not on social media, man. Listen, I'm not. Listen, man. Wives, sisters, aunties, they're not safe when I'm on social media, so I have to do the world a favor, remove myself. Um, hey,
Hmm.
I don't want people to look at this thing the wrong way and try to timestamp the thing. Like
Hmm.
now is a good time to be a Liverpool fan. It's always been a good time to be a Liverpool fan, man.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like we just got new owners and then things start happening. Like, yo, we've been in a good moment. It's
Yeah.
just unfortunate certain men couldn't capitalize off of it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Facts. Facts.
Um, it's just unfortunate certain men couldn't move the players when they should be moved or allow
Hmm.
them to move when they want to move.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And go get some other players in. The only thing I'll say though, yo, all this movement, it's a little bit too much, man. I'm old school. I like things steady. And I like things steady, man.
Yeah.
All this movement and that, bro, ripping up the project and the project works.
Hmm.
I don't know how I feel about it. As far as like Isak and
Yeah.
Ekitike, yo,
Hmm.
that's a great duo to have. I think anyone with that duo can cook.
Yeah.
Anyone with that duo get a trophy. I'm not even asking you. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Yes.
100%.
Anyone with that duo get a trophy, my guy.
Hmm.
Anyone. So if that's us, yeah, man, quads
Get
on,
him.
quads on, man.
Now, I mean, I agree. You see, the part where you said old school part. I'm on the same line with you. I think Alfred Irishman was on the show with me, and I said, as much as exciting to get all these new toys coming in, but you don't want to break that continuity of the team. Especially when Robo was leaving. I think you and I had that conversation too, where Robo. It became apparent that Robo was going to go to Atletico Madrid. I was like, I know he's not the favor of the month, but excuse me, we don't want to keep breaking, the whole structure and rebuild it because then you restart it. You kind of making it very hard on yourself to start the continue a project. You are starting all over again. But that part, yeah, I do agree. But get like Tikite and Isak, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. I think there was a comment from Alex Cross or Crooks or whatever his name is. He said even if Liverpool get Kitike and get Rodrigo, they still are in the market for another big one. And
Listen,
anybody who
I got a
go ahead.
question for you, man, the
Mhm.
panel and the chat, because I'm just here for this one question. You, man, can rub it out. Don't answer. Oh, get out of here. I don't want to hear that. Yo, you don't know what's happening next year. So the big
Mm.
question is,
Mhm.
you, man, are going to be satisfied with this window, with all the movement. Bring your dream player, your dream signing in. Every player will link with. Let's assume we get him.
Mhm.
Will you be happy with the team and no trophy?
No,
No, we gotta get a trophy.
no.
At least get
So,
me a
so, so
Carabao
what,
Cup.
what would you do? What would you do? You got this bad boy team, but it didn't win a trophy. You're gonna give him another shot, or you're gonna say, "Yo, sack the manager,"
Continue
or you're
what
gonna
we're
say, "Are you gonna start saying the players that you was dreaming over and praising? Are you now gonna say they're not good enough?"
it just
Because that is the narrative that's gonna be there. And I'm telling you, winning the market is never something we've done, and we've won trophies. This is the first market we can actually say, yo, we've won that transfer market. But what is the price of winning the market? Is it no trophy?
No, for me, I'm not really on the stuff about winning markets. I don't care about that stuff. I care about like getting the players in that can help Liverpool progress throughout the season. So with Isak and SCK, we know that would improve the squad. Obviously, we're gonna hope that we're gonna win some trophies with this kind of strikers. I'm not saying you're not guaranteed, but with Isak, he gets 20 goals a season, and that with Arnold Slot's the way he plays football and the style that we play, people are forgetting that we got Wirtz as well. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities for players, and then Salah doesn't have to work as much. You know, he can take a step back as well. So we have all the firepower to get the right things done. Regarding if we win something, it's easier said than done, but we have to wait and see how the team's set up.
I think
Promising signs.
I'll say one thing. I think it may. I know this is the word most people hate. There may be context. Now, let's say worst case scenario, we don't win a trophy. Let's say this is a worst case scenario. Let's say all of center backs are injured, and then we, or maybe a forward line Salah gets injured for the whole season. Then maybe you can understand. But I expect us to win a trophy next season. My expectation of Champions League or Premier League is quite simple. Like, I'm not trying to disrupt the cup, but I don't really care about FA Cup, Carabao Cup. Like, honestly, like, that's no disrespect, but I just think we're in for the big trophies, Champions League and Premier League. For me, the Carabao Cup, FA Cup bonuses, they're not really, for me, don't define that success season. So I want Prem champs, one of them at least. So, yeah, that's my thing on it.
I mean, Irishman, what do you think about that?
Well, yeah, look, if you don't like the fact that we're making a lot of changes, then yeah, it's fine to invent a scenario where that goes as badly wrong as it can possibly go. I said for months now, you can look at this team. Two things can be true at the same time. You can have a top side that's just won the league. But you can also have a top side that's clearly in need of upgrades and changes. You could bring in 6 top players into this team and only lose 2 starters. Diaz, a guy who's gone on 29, and a free transfer Trent that wants to leave anyway. And 2 is kind of normal for a team. That's fine. And you could bring in 6 to upgrade the likes of, because you're only upgrading the likes of Nunes, who didn't play, Elliott, who didn't play, Tsimikas, who doesn't play, Kwanzaa, who doesn't play, Akieza, and then maybe there's one more comes in. You're not the core of this team. You haven't lost Allison, you haven't lost Virgil van Dijk, you haven't lost Grab, you haven't lost Mac, you haven't lost Mo Salah. This team, even with a lot of new additions, is going to look very similar on paper next season than it did now. You're going to see a couple of new names up top, yeah, and Kirkes in and Bradley. You know, it's not like we've sold. If we sold 6 players who played over 2,000 minutes last year, that's a different story. We haven't. We've sold guys who are picking up 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here, and we're bringing in people like Kirkes, and we haven't even sold the left back that we're bringing in Kirkes to replace. You know, we're bringing in basically Wirtz, and we haven't sold anyone yet. We're not even. You could say he replaces Elliott, and Elliott didn't even play, so that's a huge upgrade. Then you're replacing. Obviously, we've had the tragic loss that we've had. We were going to move away Nunes anyway, so we need someone to come in there and help us out. You know, so I think this team will look very similar, and you're upgrading squad players with top talent. Kirkes, Frimpong, Wirtz have come in to replace basically Tsimikas. Trent, who's leaving on a free, okay, tough one to take, but you've got Bradley and Frimpong now, and Wirtz to replace who? Nobody yet. He's just an addition, just a straight up addition. Haven't lost anybody.
Big up yourself, Ahmed. Thank you.
Hi
Appreciate you
guys,
for
hello.
coming through. I mean, you guys are all making a valid point, and I'm reading through the chat, and I see that everybody also. That's a very great question from Zuberi. Actually, I think that the part that we also have to understand is: are we willing to have a trophy or no trophy? That's the question, right? With these players, and I think he was going based on the narrative that will come in afterwards from the rivals and some of the naysayer fan base, right? They'll be like, "Oh, we spent all this money and this manager didn't do." Remember, we still have some club.
Here. I booked under. Just a second. Okay.
Who's that? Oh,
Sorry, guys, just a second.
all right. All right. So we also have some club sexuals out there who do not, still don't want the man to go in peace and go rest, do whatever he's doing over there. They still comparing him what he did, which everybody know what he did was great. That's where we are right now. So do you guys believe the narrative of those fan base people plus the rivals are going to allow everybody say, okay, you spent all this money, but you didn't win a trophy
Mhm.
with all the money that we spent. Imagine if we don't get Isak, we get Ekitike, and we have Verts, we have Frimpong, we have Kirkers. Let's say we get Gehi on top of that. Would you guys be okay if we don't win any trophy?
No, I think with our money we're spending, we should be. We have the. I think the Real fans have the right to mock us if we don't win a Champions League Premier League. Like obviously context is key, but bro, the money we're spending, I'm expecting, and not just money, the players we have. Like even
Mm-hmm.
without signings, our team is still good enough. We literally almost beat PSG. I know we lost on penalties,
Yeah.
so I just think the expectation is quite simple. Expect win the Premier League or Champions League. I'm not expecting. Obviously, if we win the cup, I'm not gonna. I'm not saying I'm not gonna celebrate it. But and end the season, unless we're doing a review, I'm not gonna say
Mm-hmm.
it's a successful season. So for me, it's simple: win the Premier League or Champions League. Otherwise, it's a failure season. That's
Mm-hmm.
for me. That's my logic here.
Mm. I think narratives are going to be run throughout the season. Anything can happen throughout things. Narratives are always going to run in football. But I think we're forgetting the reason why we want players like Isak in is because remember we're losing Salah after in 2 years' time. So Liverpool are kind of trying to do their job before Salah goes. So we're getting in a bagsman, a guy that can score goals into
Mm-hmm.
the club. So when Salah leaves, we haven't got that issue. So that's why with me, the narrative for me, I understand, but that's just football with banter and everything like that. What fans do, but for me, I don't look at it in that sense of that way. So saying that if we spend all this money and don't win a trophy is a kind of a failure. In hindsight, it is because when we see and we get all these players in, we didn't get these players in to do nothing. Do you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? We won a challenge, and Slot won his first out in the Premier League when
Mm-hmm.
he's in his first season. So he put a big target on his own back by winning it in the first season. Do you know what I mean? So
Uh,
that's like a mad one there. So at this moment in time, we're all on like excited, all ready for the season to start with all these players coming in. Because if you think of it, when is the last time Liverpool's done a transfer market like this ever
Mm-hmm.
for players that we needed to fit in? So
Mm-hmm.
we have to see it that way.
Yeah.
But for me,
Ahmed,
yeah.
big up yourself, man. Well, what
yeah,
do you got,
I
man?
have I have a sneaky feeling would sell either Salah or Van Dijk after the season. Just a sneaky feeling. I don't think the
Damn.
club would want
Ahmed
to
came
run
from
both
the
of them
left
out.
hook. This guy came from the left hook and hit us in the ribs.
No, no, no. The thing is, we all knew one or two of them will end up in the Saudi league. So
Mm-hmm.
why wait till their contracts are up and they all leave for free? So I have a sneaky feeling one of them gets sold.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Salah, maybe Van Dijk for maybe a 50, 60 million here and there
Mm-hmm.
to do other things. And also, I think with the old school thing, I honestly don't like too much changes. I like maybe one, two players next season, maybe January, add one, two. But if we are keeping most of our players, then I'm
Mm-hmm.
okay with it because it means the new guys don't have to start immediately. I
Mm-hmm.
don't expect to see Vert starting in the first game of the season. I expect the same midfield three of last season to start
Mm-hmm.
and ease him in slowly. I think the only new signing I expect to see from the first day would be Kirkers, but the rest I feel they would eventually come in, but not immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Because we did see with Slot last season, he tried maybe for the first 5, 6 games to play his
Mm-hmm.
way. When he found out it couldn't work, he just went back to what Klopp was playing with just a few tweaks here and there.
Yeah.
He didn't want to really mess up things. So I have a feeling he'd still do the same thing now. Give it time, gradually bring in the new players. But again, and for Isak, I'm really not sold on the idea. I'm sorry. I know everyone is a fan. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to have another striker that is injury prone. I'm sorry. I can't depend on Isak. We can have a Champions League final today and he's injured. So what's the point? We
Mm-hmm.
just spent 150 million on a striker. We're not sure when he's playing and when he's not. I'd prefer maybe if we had gone for an Osimhen who wasn't really injured as much,
Yeah.
but that's me personally, honestly. But yeah, Ekitike, I don't mind. I haven't seen much of him play, and I think I've seen him play once or twice.
Mhm.
But yeah, we'll see what he's trying to do. But for me, I think most of the changes are good.
Okay. This, Ahmed came in and just decided to bruise our ribs. Big up to Uncle Albert. Abdel Haziz, finally. I see you, brother. Good to see you.
Good to
Carl,
see you
good to
too,
see
man.
you, brother. This man came in eating apples, man. I know an apple a day is good for you, takes the doctor away, but this man just
Yeah.
came in.
Hey,
If you're going to eat something,
yeah,
bring some for all of us,
yeah,
man.
there you go.
Yeah.
Sorry, my
Um,
bad. Sorry, my bad.
Unbelievable,
Next
man.
time, next time. So, what is there? What do they take from where you are? DoorDash? Do they do DoorDash
I
where you
do
at?
not Uber
Uber?
Eats, all
I'll
of
make
them.
sure to send you guys all something.
Thank you so well. Thank you so well. Uncle Albert, you've been here a little bit.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
all of them. Okay, all right. I'll make sure
Sorry.
next time. I'll make
Okay.
sure next time.
What are you saying, Uncle Albert?
Well, I mean, Kwesi, let me say big up to you for being one of the very few content creators to remember that our team has supporters, and all of them, almost all of them, are looking in the mirror and admiring their own images. They're not talking to us. So thanks for
Mm,
talking to us. Um, of course, it's exciting times with our team, and there's one thing that I haven't heard most of you, the content creators, discussing.
mm,
You know, the club has has insured all its players, right?
mm-hmm,
So you know they're going to pick up a hefty amount of money for the death of Jota.
mm-hmm,
So and AXA is at one of our most was one of our biggest sponsors. So I
mm,
see a world in which we go and buy two very good strikers. So
mm-hmm.
let's not be surprised if we go and get both Ekitike and Isak. It's not beyond the realms of possibility.
I said it.
Because I bet you, as shrewd as our owners are, they have insured all our players for hefty sums.
Mm-hmm,
I'm very happy to see that we are ambitious again. Not that we weren't ambitious, but I think Slot has done something that nobody thought he could have done. Therefore, it has placed the onus on our owners to back him with some good money. I
mm,
don't know if you guys have been watching the inside training videos. That Florian Wirtz guy is no joke, man.
mm,
He is absolutely no joke. Kerkers, no joke. Kerkers is no joke. I mean, I don't know what Robertson is going to do, but I think it's over for him. I guess he's going to wait his year out, and
mm-hmm,
just go on a free. I don't know
mm-hmm,
what's going to happen to Konate either, but I am one of the people who, I mean, my life has not been based on indiscipline, and
mm-hmm,
I just don't think we should allow him to play for us for a year and go free. But that's just me. I've heard other people saying, "Oh, let him play and go free." But you're setting a very bad trend. The next one will be McAllister. If Real Madrid smell blood and smell weakness, they are going to do it to us all the time. You don't want that to happen.
mm,
Because the next one, I can assure you, the next person who runs down his contract will be McAllister. And going forward, we shouldn't let anybody get past the 720-day test. If you're not ready to resign, we sell you or you sit on the bench until your time is up. That's
mm.
it. But
Yeah.
all in all,
Sorry, Uncle Albert. I think that's a Fed narrative of the 720.
sorry.
If I'm the club, I don't necessarily want to renew the contract up to a year of the end of the contract, because again, that creates too much it doesn't create us a stability in
Mm-hmm,
terms of wages, because all of that is all of that is part of my liability, how I try to borrow money and all of that. So I need to keep the books a little bit stable. So the idea that every 2 years that we're looking at every time 2 years is up for a contract for a player, that we need to renew it. I think it's too volatile. I think up to a year it's fine, I think
No,
what we
it's
need to
the
be
reason
doing
why.
is
The reason why
we need to
actually.
do better. We need to do better at getting those contracts done once
Hold on
they
a second.
there.
Hold on a second.
I think
There's a
we try to
reason why.
negotiate too much.
Okay, hold on a second. There's a reason why you don't want it to be a year, because when it gets to a year, it is now in the player's hands. Now the value has gone down. The other teams that want to buy the guy would have smelled blood. So you give him 2 years. And if you're not ready, we are selling you. That's it.
Yeah, but
It's
but
a
but
very dangerous, very dangerous, slippery slope for us
I
to be
understand.
telling.
But like
No, hold on,
most
hold on.
contracts are either 4 or 5 years. Most contracts are either
Yes,
4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
So
hold
for
on,
some
hold on,
reason we want
hold
to
on,
give
hold on,
CP3
please, hold on,
it's
please, hold
Hold
on,
on, guys.
hold
One
on,
second,
hold on,
one at a time. One at a time.
hold on.
Uncle,
I'm
let George
saying
finish.
that, yeah, well, he interrupted me. Hold on. I'm saying that
Mm.
there is a reason why you don't want it to go up to a year, because when it gets to a year, it's in the player and his agent's hands. Most of these agents are dirty, scheming, conniving, yellow-bellied salamanders. They are just taking advantage of the team at that point. At 2 years, the player and his agent don't have the marbles. You do. Imagine you telling a player, and I'm big up to Chelsea. They tell you you are either signing or we are selling you. Look at what they did to Conor Gallagher. Go and train with the under 17s. It won't take you 1 week to change your mind. You are either going or you're signing. End of story. This is a business. It's not St. John's Brigade.
Yeah, I understand your point. I understand your point, Uncle. But the thing is, you can't. Every single contract cannot be decided that way. I think because every player is not
It's
treated the
not
same.
every single
I think.
contract. It's a
Give me a
policy.
second.
One at a
It's
time.
a
I've allowed you
Uncle,
to
let him
speak.
a
finish.
team
I've allowed
policy.
you to speak. I've allowed you to speak, Uncle. Give me a second to make the point.
Yeah, go ahead,
The
Carl.
point I'm trying to make is that Konate is a valuable player, and I think that's the biggest reason why we are having this issue is because he's a talented player that is wanted all over the world by big clubs. And it feels that, hey, if we don't sign him, someone might come in and poach him. We cannot, I understand, strictly based on Konate, okay, we should have done something more in 2 years ago or a
So
year ago or this year.
let me tell you what is happening
But
with
we cannot
Konate.
look at every
Let me
single
tell you
contract
what's
and say
happening with
two
Konate
years.
based on what somebody who knows what they are doing told me in
Mhm,
Liverpool like 3 weeks ago. He said the club wanted to sign Konate on more money based on the number of appearances he's able to make because of his injury situation. Basically, they
mhm,
wanted to build bonuses based on appearance.
Okay.
He
mhm.
declined that. So they
Yeah, you
increased the
should.
so yeah, right. So they increased the amount of money, but the 270,000 he wanted, they said they were not going to pay. And I agree with them. Why would you want to be paying him 270,000 when he has averagely made 38 appearances a season, except for last season? Why would you want to do that? So
Yeah.
I'm saying that the club should say to its
Okay.
Uncle Albert,
I
your
think
mic.
Uncle's
Oh,
network is
Is
Abdulaziz,
it?
bad.
please
He's
let
back.
But
Abdulaziz.
yeah,
Yeah. Go
I
ahead. Go
get a
ahead.
lot
Go
of
ahead. Go
Uncle's
ahead.
points. Actually, I do
Mm,
get his points.
Abdulaziz, go ahead,
mm.
man.
Yeah, I get Uncle's point too. I don't mind us taking the hit on Konate because like I know he's been a fantastic player for us, but he has been a bit injury prone. So we
Of
need people a little bit
that
more reliable in the
every
club.
Uncle, you
He's
behind.
getting
You
back.
have to come back in, Uncle.
Come
Come
back
back
in.
in.
Come back in.
Come back in.
Yeah, so I do get Uncle's point. Like, like you can't give massive wages for somebody who doesn't make that many appearances. It's gonna be a hit on the club. So you know what I'm saying? So like if we do get a hit on Konate, if he leaves on a free or we sell him, I'm either way, I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Like as long as we get the right
I'm not okay with it.
replacements.
I'm not okay. I'm not okay with it because he is 25, 26 years old. He's
Yeah.
good enough to get a second contract. And also,
Mhm.
what it gives us bad precedent on the market. Also, is that we don't renew contract at Liverpool. We don't renew
Let,
Okay.
contract at Liverpool to players who have been serviceable, who has done good things for us, which is bad. So that means that top players will know is that they won't get a second contract at Liverpool, even if they get injured or if they're not as available to the team, even if they're playing
Mhm.
well. So they won't come. They won't come. They'll give bad precedent. So I think that we should be we should be paying players who have been serviceable to us. To me, even
Yeah,
even the Diaz thing, I think it's a very unfortunate on what kind of contract he has been, and I think what the club has been doing is smart. But I do think that the club should do something in increasing his pay, in
But can I
finding a
chip
way,
in
creative
something,
way to
Carl?
increase his pay.
Carl.
Yeah,
The business you're doing is called Barcelona FC, and you see why it ended them, right?
yeah,
Okay, I'll leave
No,
it at
sure.
but
that.
you see a
Aziz, go
point
and
I
finish.
wanted to make. Yeah, I'm sorry, Aziz.
yeah. For
Before
me,
you go,
like, okay, go ahead.
one small point I just want to make is we keep forgetting that Liverpool has never been in this situation, and the reason we're here is because Klopp left. A
Mhm,
lot of these contracts would have been
Mm.
sorted out if Klopp was still here. Even for
Mm.
Trent, I don't think he would have left if Klopp was still here. But a lot of them needed to see what Slot was doing. And then he gave them the leverage they have now. But if we didn't have to switch the managers, I feel Liverpool is always quick on their business. They're already
mhm.
talking about renewing players like I think I've seen McAllister, I think I've seen Forgakpo, maybe two
Slot.
other players. Yes, exactly. They do their business fast. It
Mhm,
just is an unfortunate situation.
mhm.
Yeah.
Aziz, go ahead, man.
I
Yeah,
I I
okay.
I
I'm in
have
Uncle,
the
to
wait,
opinion
Uncle,
of
wait,
disagree.
like,
Uncle, wait, Uncle, wait,
I have to disagree with you on Trent. Trent
Uncle,
was
wait.
never
Go
nah,
ahead,
go
Uncle,
Aziz.
on,
Uncle,
man.
back away. You need to listen a
Uncle,
little bit.
wait. You have to wait. Somebody was speaking. Go ahead, Aziz.
All right, okay,
Uh,
yeah. So like, I'm of opinion of you pay the player what he's worth. Like, like I
Mhm.
understand. Like, what's your name, by the way, brother? The guys next to me.
That's Carl.
What's your name?
Call.
Carl. I'm with Carl. I'm like, I understand. Like, Konate has been important to us, but not to the level that he deserves the money that he's asking for. Because he
Mm,
has to meet us halfway. Like, you can't let these players take full advantage of Liverpool or Liverpool
mm.
FC first. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like,
Nah,
we should pay the
we
players
gotta allow them
accordingly.
to take advantage of us. The club has to be allowed to take advantage of the player, and the players has to be
Again,
allowed to take
Carl.
advantage of the club.
It's called
So,
Barcelona
But we need
FC.
just
to
that, just
stand.
that point, just that point. Yeah, just
But
that
we
point. Yeah.
but we need to stand our ground because we need to let these players know that we're serious. We can't just be taken advantage of. Right now, you see the situation with Manchester United, right? Their
Mm-hmm.
players are getting contracts that they don't deserve. And now you're in a situation where you can't get rid of the player when they have bad seasons. You know what I'm saying? So there has to be a balance between paying the player what they deserve and not taking advantage of each other. You know what I'm saying? So there should be like a good balance between the middle. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Konate is acting the way he's acting right now is because Real Madrid and PSG are interested in him, and he's using that as leverage to get a better contract.
Yeah,
That's the
which is
situation what's
fair,
going
which
on
is
right now.
fair, which is
Yeah,
fair, which is fair,
yeah,
No,
which is
that's
fair
fair.
for
yeah,
them to do,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
which
see,
is fair of them to do.
Carl, real quick before Uncle Albert, and I hope Hadith,
Yeah,
you
go ahead.
finish your point. Sorry, we out
yeah,
here
yeah,
jumping.
yeah. Man, my point, yeah.
Okay, apologies, Carl.
No, that's all right, man. Yeah,
When it comes to the player, I'm in the mode of the player should get everything they feel they deserve because of the hard work they put in. Right? Their
Yeah.
expectancy is very short. Only a few goes beyond certain amount.
yeah.
At the same time, please don't bankrupt my club. Get whatever you
No, we
want.
don't. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so, man.
No.
I don't
Because
think
this
so.
is why you're
I
not
don't
seeing,
think so.
Carl. You assuming that Liverpool do not have money. Barcelona did exactly what you did. You said, and now they are on allowance. They can't even register
What do you
players.
mean? What did I say that
Give
has
them
in relation to
gi-
Barcelona?
give them everything they want. Do you know that certain players were
No,
making
that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
but that's
I
but
believe in negotiation. I think both parties should lose. Both parties should go away and feeling mad
that's
because
exactly
that's
what
when you know everybody got something and everybody didn't
but
get what they wanted.
That's what
So which is
Barcelona
good.
did. That's what Barcelona did,
No,
paying people.
Barcelona was just giving money.
That's
Barcelona
what
was
I'm
just
saying.
giving free
But
money.
that's how it
We're
starts.
not giving free money.
But
No, it
that's
doesn't
how it
start that
starts.
way.
No. But
No,
you saying that let's
yeah.
give them a little leverage. You know, when you give somebody a centimeter, they take a mile, and then
No, no,
the next person
no.
take 2 miles,
What I'm
regardless.
saying by that, what I'm saying by that is that giving them leverage is understanding their position. I'm
Mhm.
mostly talking about it their position. I'm not saying giving them leverage is that we will accept that that
Okay,
position and not
let's make it
rebuke that
simple.
reposition.
Let's make it
Yeah,
simple. Okay, let's make it simple. Quincy Bowl TV FC, right? I give
yeah,
Anfield Irishman 100K. Ahmed,
Hmm.
you come in. You feel like you're on the same level as him. How much you asking for?
Oh, 150. I'm
Okay.
not asking for 100.
Uncle Albert, how
No,
much are you
no, no,
asking for?
it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't
But
work
that's
that
how the
way.
agent works. That's how
No,
it
it doesn't
works.
work that way. No, no,
Okay,
it doesn't work that way.
I
It's
understand.
It
exactly how
doesn't
it
work that way
works,
in contract
especially when
situation.
there's someone else in your ear.
But
Because
listen,
Konate now, if there was
No, it
no one
doesn't work
else
that
in
way.
his ear, he probably would
okay,
have
ask
taken
me.
it.
Okay, each player and their agent feels like they're worth certain amount,
Okay, okay,
right? Let's go
okay.
start from there.
I understand that, but the thing is that there's a market.
Right.
The market says for a center back is starting at 125
Okay.
per week.
Yeah.
Cool. And then you have a player that has exceeded the market.
Mhm.
It's was I mean Konate, he's a top five is center back in the league. Cool.
Quick question.
Now in the
Context.
top five,
Context.
yeah,
Context. Real quick.
yeah,
Quick. Context. How many
yeah.
years did he do that?
One year.
We could say 2 years, 2 years, 1 year,
One year.
But for but for
however
you
you
to
want to calculate it.
but for you to get
No,
that
but the thing is that he'll never the market will never dictate that how many years have
but
you
that's
been
the
at that
market.
level.
That's how the market
No, no,
works.
no. The market works. The market change daily, weekly, yearly. So in this year, he
Mhm.
has been a top five center back.
Okay.
So in this year, unfortunately his contract is almost up. It
Mhm.
is almost up. He only has 1 year under contract.
But
So
that
you want to renew his contract. You want to renew his contract. So
okay.
you can't look at past you can't look at a past
But
a
that's
past
that
accolade or past
Carl.
things to say, hey, you're not gonna give him his money because 3 years ago he wasn't part of he
But Carl,
wasn't a top five center back.
but see, this is part when you buying a house, they don't say, oh, you made a lot of money last year, so we're just gonna give you the house. They'll go back
No,
to
you buy it in the
Yeah.
market of the
you buy
market
the
of on
market, the
that
market
street or
price. You
They
buy
look
the
at your
yeah,
market
credit
price.
history.
You buy
yeah.
the market price, but we gotta check your history. You go to see a
Exactly.
doctor, the doctor check your
No,
history.
that's your personal credit. That's your personal credit. That's a
Right.
personal credit.
Yeah. But
Right.
if you go if you anything you do, we gotta check your history because and I'll give you the perfect example. American sport, they pay based on what you did this year. That's why all the NBA, NFL players, the year that they are in for a new contract, that's their best year ever. And then as soon as they get the money,
Yeah.
what happens? They drop. That's why Liverpool don't want to set that kind of precedent. Manchester United, like Aziz said, did that.
Yeah,
Hence
but
the reason what,
he hasn't been bad.
They did that with Rashford.
He hasn't been given bad a performance.
brother,
He
last
has
year,
been injured. He has been an
But again,
injured
I just
player.
want to
He
make
has
a
been an
point.
injured player.
brother,
I just
Yeah.
want to make a point
And
to you
that's a
quickly.
problem,
Yeah?
brother.
If why should Konate feel he needs a contract that has nothing to do with his injury record if he's sure he'd be okay? If he's sure
Because
he'd be
that's
38
assurance.
games,
That's assurance.
yeah, yeah,
That's the
yeah.
player.
But it doesn't.
That's his leverage is trying to get.
If he plays 10 games in the whole 38 next season, that's bad business
Mhm.
for FSG. But that's
Yeah.
good business for him. And
yes.
FSG is
Yeah.
basically saying, you know what? Let's do it this way. If you play 10 games, you get this bonus.
Mhm.
So the amount you're asking for, if you play 10 games, you get the amount at the
If
end
I'm
of
a
the
player,
day.
I don't like this. I don't like it because it's not guaranteed money. It's not
Yeah,
guaranteed
No,
but
money.
bro.
So why
the
should
thing
we
Yeah,
is,
but
Carlo
Konate
You
does
make
not
also
have a
needs
reference.
contract
You make
guaranteed
one
anytime
at a
money.
reference.
time,
soon.
one
You
at a
make
time?
reference. Guaranteed money is better money.
Kwesi,
But
Guaranteed
who's
money
Kwesi,
gonna
I've
give
is
him
been
a
listening
guaranteed
to
money?
this. Kwesi, I've
no.
been
I'm
listening
saying
to this
is that
last year, right?
if he doesn't
Carl,
One second,
Carl,
Carl.
If
the
Let
he
team
doesn't,
Albert.
also
let
One
needs
Uncle
second,
talk,
Carl.
let
the
Uncle talk.
team also
yeah,
needs
go ahead, go
certain
ahead.
guarantees. The
Hmm?
team also needs certain guarantees that you are going to be available when we need you. I'll give you a
Hmm.
case
Yes,
in point.
that
Konate
means that
got injured.
I won't pay you as much. I won't
Konate
pay
got
you
injured. Konate
as
got
the rate
injured.
that you want.
One second,
That's
Carl.
the
One second, Carl.
sacrifice you. Yeah,
One second.
sorry,
Yeah.
uncle,
Konate got
sorry.
injured. Konate got injured 2 seasons ago in the match in which we most needed him. That was against Atalanta, and we ended up losing. That loses the team points. That loses us. It takes us from our goal. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be given what he is due, but what he is due is also a function and a product of his availability. So when you're asking for $270,000 pounds a week. 270,000 pounds a week should be based on the fact that you are always readily available. As far as I am concerned, and maybe that's just me, Konate is not one of the indispensables in our team. If we want to go get Rodrigo, let's go and exchange him with Rodrigo. Add money to him and just get Rodrigo.
Yeah.
End of story. I just think that
Nah.
allowing
Yeah, we
players
need to get
to
something from
leave,
Madrid, bro. Let's be real.
allowing players to run down their contracts and leave is a bad business plan for a
Uh-huh.
team like
No,
Liverpool.
Let Irishman
Nah.
come in, guys. Irishman, go
If it
ahead.
happens
Yeah, go
once,
ahead.
it happens twice, it will keep happening.
Hmm. Go ahead,
uh,
Irishman.
well, yeah, exactly. Letting players leave for free is definitely a bad business plan, but I don't think it's our plan. I think someone said about Klopp was here, these deals will be done. I think when Hughes came back in and Slot came back, there was four players here, right? Four players here that were in this area. Two of them wanted to stay, two of them wanted to leave. The four were Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk, and Trent, all with 1 year left, and Ibu with 2 years left, right? Two of those players wanted to leave. Trent got to leave. I think Ibu wants to leave. I think he wants to go and play for Real Madrid. And Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah wanted to stay. We've signed up the two that wanted to stay. And I've been saying what Albert has been saying for a long time. For me, it's 2 years minimum. That's the least. If you've got less than 2 years left on your contract, we need to be more. We need to only about a month away from renegotiating another one,
Mm,
because we all see what happens. 2 years becomes one. That's why I said at the start of the season. Anyone's talking about Trent, I said Trent's leaving.
mm,
Trent will join Madrid. How can you be so sure? Blah blah blah. Because if Trent was staying, he would have signed a new contract by now. It's
mhm,
quite as simple as that. The fact that he hadn't signed a new contract when first ball was kicked last season, that to me said, I am gone. Right? Just with the other thing, I think market value. Yeah, Carl is, look, if you put something to market, it has a value on that day, right?
mhm,
That's the market. The market is judging it at the moment. But these players are only being sought after because of their body of work, because of their history, because of what they've done over 3, 4 years, not just because they were good last month. Yeah, his value might be his current value on the market, but these people are only going to market for him because of they're looking at Ibu not on what he did in the last 6 months, what he's been doing for the last 4, 5, 6 years.
mhm,
That's why they want to
Okay.
buy him. It's his, but his
Um,
market value is what it is right now. Okay, I'm
yes.
not
Yes.
arguing that at all. It's just when it's the same with it. Like I said, an Ekatike in a world full of strikers. If there's a
mhm,
world full of strikers, Ekatike is worth 35 million. Sesko is worth 35 million. But in today's world, where apparently there seems there's only like four strikers available for all whole clubs in the world, there's only four people apparently. And Ekatike is 100 million. Sesko, what's Sesko ever done? Sesko's never done anything. But this is all of a sudden you're breaking what would be double most clubs transfer record to sign some guy that's had one good season in Germany. That's where we are. That's where we are. But like I said, with the two guys with Trent and Ibu, if they want to go, we've got rid of one. If Ibu bang, look, whatever it takes, if it means selling them now, if it means getting time out of him, whatever it is, get him gone, and nobody else is less than 2 years. That's
mhm.
it. Anyone doesn't want to be here, Real Madrid type people, just go get your deal with Real Madrid. Thanks for your service. We'll see you later. And nobody else here is getting to that point where we are again sitting here and we've got these stupid freaking Real Madrid stories coming about how they're tapping up our players and our players want to
Yep.
play for Madrid. Nah, nah, nah.
Mhm.
No more of that. If he's
Yep.
the last one, if he's the last one,
Then
okay, fine.
then
Let him do what he
then you
needs to do.
guys don't want to
No,
play football. Then you guys don't. Then you guys are
But
just looking
but
for.
Carl, your point.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
real quick, Carl.
Yeah.
You are underestimating the power of Liverpool. I
I'm
think
not
that's why.
understanding no
No,
power. I'm talking about
I will explain to you.
negotiations.
I'll explain to you why. I understand. I like the fact that you're on the player side, which I said I agree with you on that. Said the player should make all the money they feel like they deserve, but you're not going to bankrupt my club. Hence the reason why Anfield Irishman. That's why Anfield Irishman said yes. Your value based on the market, just like you eloquently explained what the market does, is this. Okay, this is what you bring into the table. Thank you. Now, let's go to negotiation. Why do you think that we should pay you this fair market value price? Well, this year was this. Okay, but last year you were like that. The year ago, I think when Klopp was here, people were wanting him out. Remember, my condolences. Kwanzaa was taking him out of the team. So why
Right.
didn't he decide to leave then? He did it because he knew he wasn't good enough. So he decided to stay. Good. Now you stayed. You play one good. You play
No,
one.
at that time, the club had all the power. The club had all the power because he had a 3 or 4 year
Exactly. So
contract.
that's
The
what
club
we
had
say.
all the power.
But that's but that,
The
Exactly the
club had
point,
all the
Carl.
but
power there.
that's exactly
Exactly
the
the point.
uncle. Real quick, uncle.
Exactly
Real
the
quick,
point we're
uncle.
making.
Uncle. Wait. Exactly the point. He has the power, but the club is saying just because you have the power, we're not going to lay down for you to just walk on us. If you want to leave, peace out. But
Uh,
what?
uh, I,
But
I think
no.
you guys are maybe a little bit misunderstanding me. I'm saying is that in contract situation is
Uh-huh,
that the club has leverage, the player has a leverage.
uh-huh,
The leverage of the player is that I am a top 5 center back last year, or I've been a good center back in the league for you. And I've helped you win trophies. I've helped you a, get another a Premier League title.
uh-huh.
A I have a bunch of clubs who are looking to get me and are ready to pay some of my wage request. Now, the leverage the club has for him is that we own your contract. You're still here for another year, and we think that we think that you want to stay here because this is where you have had the most success, and then the fact that we are willing to pay you. Now, the club is saying is that, but you've been an injured player. We want to put certain language in your contract vis-a-vis injury. So that might be if you're injured for a certain amount of time, we
Okay,
want
so
to
Carl,
let me finish let me finish the
yeah.
point. Let me finish the point, Quasi. We don't want to pay you, or we don't want to pay this amount. We don't want to give you out these bonuses.
Mhm.
But Konate is saying is that um, I don't want none of those language in my contract, and I want to be paid that much. And I think the compromise that might get to that is we won't put those language, but you will have to accept less money. And
Mhm.
if Konate wants to stay, he will be like, you know what? I'll do that. If he really don't want to stay because he has guaranteed that he will get the wages that he wants at PSG, at
Mhm.
Real Madrid, then it is in his own right and in his own purview
But
to
nobody,
finish out his contract and move on
but nobody
and move
disagree
on.
with that.
It's just business.
But that's
It's just
nobody.
business. But
You see,
but that's what
Kwesi,
I've been saying. That's what I've been saying. I've been,
Konate's negotiation began last October. It's not as if the club was
yeah.
not aware that they had to negotiate at 2 years. But
Mhm.
what he did was exactly what Trent did. Oh, reject, reject, reject. And Liverpool, over
But if they're not
since
giving him
time
the contract he
immemorial,
wants, then he has to
Carl,
reject.
wait. Since time immemorial, has had a family approach towards his players. If he was at Chelsea, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Look at what Chelsea did to their captain, Conor Gallagher. Look at what they did to their captain, who didn't want to negotiate at 2 years. What I'm saying is that with Trent just simply took them to the cleaners with the Scouser tax, the fact that he was a Liverpool favorite, and
Mhm.
let's keep negotiating, keep negotiating, keep negotiating. And indeed, at some point, it was even more likely that he was going to accept to stay than the other two because
Mhm.
he was a Liverpool boy. Until it became clear to them that no, we were being had. So don't forget that the players talk to each other. Clearly, Konate has had a thing that he was not going to renew his contract. He wants to go to Real
No,
Madrid.
actually,
And what we
Uncle, real
are
quick,
But
not
how do
talking,
we know he doesn't want to renew his
One thing,
contract?
just one thing.
1 second.
What we are not talking about is the fact that when you go on a free, you are taking half of the transfer fee that goes into your pocket, and that is the consideration.
Mhm. Okay, before we move on, I want Ahmed to get on there, and then we'll move on to a new topic. And
Sure.
Yeah.
real
The
quick,
last thing I did
yeah.
want to say, yeah, is
Uh-huh.
when Carl was talking and he said the player gets what he wants, if the
Uh-huh.
club gave him what he wanted, all this will happen. But then if we do that for Konate, what happens for the rest of the players?
Uh-huh.
Because the reason why Van Dijk and Salah have the leverage they have is the level of performance they put out.
Uh-huh.
So Liverpool can tell every other player, look, if you give us 38 games a season with at least a 7 out of 10 every game, you get whatever you want. And every player is okay with that. But if you then tell someone, oh, if you're injured, we'll pay you less, and he says no, Then the next player comes, I want 300, which is the situation Man you had.
Mm-hmm.
Because every player has one good season, the next thing he's on 300, 350. And now they can't dispose of players because no one wants to buy them for those salaries. So they have to maintain their business, do what they have to do, pay a fair price before going crazy about it. If Van Dijk leaves and he gives us maybe a good season, 2 seasons, he can't tell them, I want a new contract after 2 years. It doesn't mean because he signs a contract today, he can't start negotiating a new one after 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So he still has that to him. He just has to tell us, I would play without injuries for this period. Salah started on that, and that is the point I was making at the beginning. When Salah came, he had that in his contract. Without injuries, you're paid this, then you get bonuses for the number of games you played.
Mm-hmm.
By the time this contract came, Liverpool didn't even make that an option. It wasn't even in the contract because they felt we're going to be losing money if we do that with this guy. So at the end of the day, it's business. Everyone knows what he wants.
Yeah, we had a weirdo.
Yeah,
Nah, we don't need to talk about it.
very
We'll
weird.
just let's just move on. Let's just
No, no,
move
no.
on. Let's
Let's
Good,
Yeah,
good
move
move
can I
on.
on.
can I make
conversation.
one quick point?
Yeah,
Can I
fair
make
point,
one quick
Carl. I
point?
like you. I like your debate. Like I said, we needed a player's point of
No, no.
view, and
When I
that's
mean
what.
move on, I didn't mean the debate. I meant from that weirdo.
Oh, that
I
weirdo.
meant
Yeah,
from
yeah,
that
yeah.
weirdo.
No, no. I
No,
already pipped him. He
That's
thought
what
he
Conte,
I
was
meant.
slick.
Yeah, go ahead, Irish. Go ahead,
All right, go
Brian.
ahead,
Conte,
rich
can I
man.
just make one?
Yeah.
It's just I know like there's been a few. I'm not saying people are saying, look, to me, every club out there has had a problem with a player, right? Every club out there has been unable to, and you get all these stories coming out in the press about how the player has been treated this way and treated that way. Um, if any player in world football is out there that wants to join Liverpool, and we're trying to sign him, right? I choose to believe, right, that they will look at everything we're doing on the pitch, everything we've spoken to them about, everything we're trying to do, everything
Mm,
we've said, all the success we've had, and say that's a club I want to be at. I don't think they'll focus on that one time Liverpool weren't able to agree a contract with Ibu because the terms weren't quite right, or
mm,
they wouldn't quite pay Luis Diaz enough. They might look at that and go, yeah, that did happen, but that happens at every single club. This is this is Liverpool. I think the fact that they've just won the Premier League, they're signing some of the best players on the planet.
mm-hmm.
They're trying to sign more of the best. That would have more of an impact on me than that one time they couldn't sign a contract with a player, and we know that's a very personal thing. Trying to get that
that,
close,
that
I just
that's
think that
that
might be
that
some.
that's offending you. That's offending you, Irish talking. If I'm a player, I look at past, present, and future. But obviously, we
But you're
say
not
weird
looking at
things, and
what.
we
So
say
what? No, no. So Carl, so you're not going to look at what. So if you're a player and you want to join Liverpool, right, and you've got no
Mhm.
injury history, you don't know Konate, you're going to completely ignore what we achieved last season. You're going to ignore all the players we signed this year, and said, no,
I
no, I'm
don't
not
care.
going to join
It's
that
not
club
that personal for me.
because
It's not that personal because I'm looking
no,
at
but that's
my
not personal. That's
circumstances, the
professional.
contract I'm getting. It's
So
personal
you're
in
going to
terms
put
of
yourself in the
business.
exact same scenario you're going to put yourself into the exact same scenario as a different player.
Yes, so I could
You're
get
going
the
to say,
most money I can personally get.
no, but you're going to say
I
you're
can
not going to
person.
join Liverpool. No, I'm saying people are saying they're not going to join Liverpool because the way they
Yeah,
treated
that was
Ibu.
a point
You're
that
going
you
to say,
made. That's why a lot of people
yeah,
disagree
Oh,
with you.
okay. So
no player is going to look at
if
Liverpool and not join us
if there's
because
a
we treat
trend is
Ibu.
if there's a Brian, if there's a trend where Liverpool
There is
don't
no trend.
renew contracts,
There is
again,
no trend.
it hasn't happened, but it hasn't happened yet. It's not there
Yeah, so
yet.
that's ifs and
But
buts. There is no trend.
if there's a I understand, but my thing it was a possibility. I wasn't talking about it as it's a fact. I'm saying is
Yeah,
that if
the
there
fact
is
is
a
we just
if
won the league and we bought Florian Wirtz. So we're an
yeah,
attractive proposition.
but the thing is, Brian, it doesn't matter to future player and new players. That's offending you talking about that.
You think
Right
no?
now,
Do
we're
you
talking about
genuinely think?
strictly
Well, it doesn't matter to
yes.
to a player. It doesn't matter to a player that we're the league champions.
That's down. That's in terms of the pecking order. What's important to him? That's probably three, fourth, or fifth things. Or Liverpool or champion.
No, you
To
say they
them is
don't
that
care. So we just
my contract, my
okay,
personal life
okay.
at the club, my personal life in the city where I'm about to play. Those things are much more important to me. Then it becomes the lore of the player. What will get me to talk to Liverpool is that it's Liverpool who's calling at my door. I will answer that call. But
Yeah,
after that, it becomes
but would you answer
contract.
the door if they were
What's gonna
15th? Would you answer the
Sure,
door if they were 50 and hadn't won a league in 35
some
years?
have, some have.
No, but
I'm
you're
sure.
more likely to because come on, man. You know you're
But
not.
this is the thing
You,
with
Ah,
Carl. I agree with,
yes.
like I said, I agree with your player power, player support thing. But that's why I keep saying, get what you think you deserve, but don't bankrupt the club. If Liverpool do
Yeah,
not have structure, then players will come in, get what they want, and then dip.
yeah, I understand that. That is
Exactly.
why
So we have a
that is
structure,
why
right?
there's a negotiation going
Right.
on. The
Yeah.
club has not capitulated on what he wants, and they talking and talking and
Fact.
talking,
I agree.
and
But
I
guess
think
what?
that's fair.
But guess what? We still have been getting players because what? We have a structure. You come into Liverpool
Yeah,
knowing
yes.
you not coming to Liverpool and we're gonna blindside you.
I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example,
Mm-hmm.
Quasi. You know
no, I have to
this
say,
really
Carl,
well
quickly. It's
because
interesting. It's interesting, Carl. Sorry, it's interesting. And of all the
no, go
things you
ahead.
mentioned, that would be interesting that you would want to do as a player. You never once said win trophies.
He wants his money.
Because the name of the game is
Do
not
you
winning
care about
trophy.
winning
The name of
trophies?
the
Yes, it
game
is.
is making money. For you, it
Okay.
is. For you as a fan, it is. For me as a player, is that is to be the best possible
I'm
player
capable of
to
thinking.
earn lots of money and then trophies. And
But I
then
see,
trophies.
that
That's
that
what's
that
more important to me.
but right now,
You
I'll
as a
shut that
person, Carl.
Irishman. I'll shut
If
that.
you
I don't care though.
if you sit down with most players will they will lie to your face. But if you no cameras and said what's really
Okay.
important to you, they'll say money
But
and
of
then
course,
earning
listen,
trophies.
listen. This is the part where again context matters. There's
Yeah,
levels. There's levels to these players. All right.
yeah,
We have players that comes from affluent background, i.e., Paulo Maldini. His dad was already a player, so he's not coming
yeah,
from the same level as Suarez, right? So
yeah,
Suarez has come from the dirt. Okay, first thing in his mind is I want to take care of my family, so it has to do with money. But the difference
yeah,
between Suarez and the people who are below him is Suarez get there, he got the money and say I want to be the best. So we
yeah,
can't just say it's all about this. There's
yeah.
levels.
Both of them
But
are not mutually exclusive. They're not mutually
Facts. I
exclusive.
agree. I
They're not
agree.
mutually
Carl,
But
exclusive.
Carl, Carl, you are
Go
making an
ahead.
absolutely shocking point. Making money
What's
and
the
winning
shocking point?
trophies is not mutually exclusive, right?
It's not mutually exclusive.
Why do all the players want to go to Madrid? It's because Madrid win.
No,
It's
no. It's a
because they win.
lifestyle. It's a lifestyle.
No,
It's the door they get open for them. It's
no.
yes, it is. Yes, it
Manchester
is.
at a point in time, Manchester United was the biggest club in the world. Why is it that nobody wants to go to Manchester United right now? They still have money.
Because they've lost the ability they lost the ability to
They
market
still have a lot of money.
their
They are the
players.
richest. Manchester
No, it's
United
that
are
Manu
one
the
at
has
a
a lot
time.
of
richest.
One at
money.
a time.
Players,
One at a time. One at a time.
market.
Manchester
Okay.
United are the
No, no.
richest club in the
I just want to say
EPL.
goodbye.
They are the
Just want to
richest
say
club in the
goodbye. I've got to
EPL.
go
Why does
myself.
nobody want to go
All
there?
right, guys. Good. Irishman, thank you so much for
Yeah, I got
coming
to
through.
go.
We're
See
gonna
you
move
later.
on to something different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get back to
Yeah.
that Isak Ekitike, man. People, before go to Anfield Irishman's channel, please, and support him. Great channel over there. He works really, really hard. Bruno, please have your camera on. We just had a crazy attack on us. So we want to make sure that you are a real person and don't
Thank
be
you
a
for
window,
joining.
please.
Yeah.
Um, where you from, Bruno?
Well, I'm from Portugal.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. We have somebody from Portugal in the building. Um, quick question on the Portugal side. Um, we lost our brother from Portugal. If you know who that is, right? Actually, two
Yeah,
brothers from yeah. We lost.
Joel and his brother. Yeah,
Yeah.
very painful. Very painful.
So what was the news coming from Portugal, man?
Well, they're having the funeral now. I think they've had the funeral now. So, and apparently the club's going to be supporting them with the wages. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay, good, 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 good. So in terms of this striker thing, it seems like there's a lot of noise going on. I see Honesty giving us some news. He said Liverpool are still intent on moving for Alexander Isak if given any encouragement, whether now or in the future window. Um, what do you guys think about this 4D chess that's going on between Liverpool um, and Newcastle? Eintracht Frankfurt is the one that's gonna benefit the most because they're gonna make the most money. I don't know how Ekitike plays 1 year and all of a sudden he's €100 million player with no background, right? He couldn't make it at PSG, so he had to move on. Uh, please, what do you guys think about that? I mean, is Liverpool? If first question, Ekitike or Isak for every single person in the building? Uncle Albert, you disappeared. Where are you at?
I think at some point Liverpool will end up with both. I have a feeling
Mm-hmm.
Isak is going to be another Van Dijk deal.
Mm-hmm.
We don't get him this summer, but we get him in January. For some weird
Okay.
reason, I have a feeling that would happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Ekitike is a Jota replacement.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Ekitike is going to be our main striker. He would probably end up being a backup.
Mm-hmm.
My problem is I don't like the fact that we're going to spend that much on him.
Mm-hmm.
And I would honestly prefer maybe an Isak and Mateta. It would have been a perfect combination for me personally because Mateta coming in about 60, 70 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
it would do wonders for us. But I think Liverpool has the money to do both deals.
Mm-hmm.
I just think they need to keep watering down Newcastle until we see what happens. Because Newcastle are just trying to make more money.
Mm-hmm.
And when they entered for Ekitike, I think what they did indirectly is if Ekitike should go for 100 million euros, maybe 110, then the value of Isak goes up regardless. If they
Mm-hmm.
were thinking of selling at 100, now Isak has to go for 150 because you just bought or offered Ekitike 80, 90 million.
Mm-hmm.
So now if you're coming back to us, we can ask for more. So I think that's just it. I think for me, basically that's it.
Okay, that's a good point. Bruno, what do you think, man?
I think we're playing a very dangerous game.
Okay, explain, explain.
Well, first of all, we allow Newcastle to go for Ekatike.
Mm-hmm.
Pick this in your head, yeah? So he
You a
goes,
Liverpool fan, right?
yes.
Okay, just want to make sure.
So he goes to Newcastle,
Mm-hmm.
and then they don't sell Isak.
Mm-hmm.
So now they're stuck with both players, and we've got nothing. Do
Mm.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a very dangerous game. What are we doing?
For Liverpool or for Newcastle?
This is a very dangerous game for Liverpool. What are we doing?
I mean, we can force Newcastle to sell.
And have this drawn out until the 29th of August?
No, they won't. That's why they're going after Ekitike. See, that's the whole chess play that we're talking about. So I'm Liverpool, right? I come to you, Bruno. You are Newcastle. I say, hey, do you want to sell Carl? You said, absolutely not. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go to Ahmed. Ahmed, I need to get your player. You be like, yeah, sure. You have the money. I say, hell yeah. And you, Bruno, wanted Ahmed. So how are we playing? At the end of the day, we get a player, right? That's what is important. Liverpool needs a player.
Um, I agree with you, Quasi, but
Mm-hmm.
it has to be the chess move that we need to be playing. That if we're doing chess move, the thing we have to do to Newcastle is buy both players. Because
If they
if we're
sell,
trying to,
because they don't have to sell.
it doesn't matter when they sell. What we need to do is buy both
But that's the
players.
chess. That's the chess move. That's the
That's the
chess.
chess move. That's the
Exactly.
chess move. Because
Yeah.
if we're looking at if you don't sell us Isak, we'll buy Ekitike. But
Mm-hmm.
if you sell us if you sell us Isak, okay, we'll let you have Ekitike. I
Mm-hmm.
think what we need to do is that to show that we we are holding the cards is that we need to buy Ekitike, and
Mm-hmm.
then we tell Isak even to his agent
We come
to
back in
media is that
January.
look, we are coming back for this. We
Mm-hmm.
want you here.
Mm-hmm.
We want you here. Don't be fool. Don't be listening to Newcastle telling you,
Mm-hmm.
oh, you see, they brought a new player. There's no way they're gonna buy. They're coming for you. You
Mm-hmm.
need, as a matter of fact, you buy Ekitike. If
Mm-hmm.
in the next 48 hours, I'll put a bid, even though I might know it might refuse. I'll say I'll give you 140 mil right now. I'll put up
Mhm.
140 mil for Isak, and then
Yeah.
it'll tell them you are still interested, and
Mhm.
it's Newcastle is refusing to play ball. I
Mhm.
think that's the move that we need to make. Buy Ekitike, and
Mhm.
then 48 hours or within a week, put a bid for Isak.
I like how you
Put a
think.
bid for Isak, and then that way it fucks up their mind now, because now it becomes like you are here, you actually want this player, and then
Mhm.
now it tells the whole transfer market is that
Don't play
it's
with
you,
us.
Newcastle, who's impending this transfer,
Mhm.
and then now the player can make a decision. You know what? Come for me next year. Come for me next year.
On
I'll be
January.
available. In January, the next transfer market. I'll be available, and then you negotiate. And the
Mhm.
next year, when you come to him and say, now you say to Newcastle, I'm not paying 140. I want to
Mhm.
pay 100 mil.
Mhm.
I want to negotiate,
Yeah.
because you wasted my time. You made me pay for Ekitike, even
Mhm.
if I wanted to buy Ekitike. Now I want some
You forced
discount.
me.
Yeah.
I want some
No, no,
discount.
no. But I
Yeah.
think
Now
I
let's
think even
negotiate.
for the player, I think even for the players now, they
Mhm.
have to learn to push for certain transfers.
Mhm.
Yeah,
If we don't forget, there was a time Watkins was the next best thing in the world.
Mhm.
Every club
yeah,
wanted him. He's 29 and he still can't leave Aston Villa
Yeah.
because he kept doing
You
the
stay
whole
too
good
long.
boy thing that Isak is doing. Exactly. The
Mhm.
whole good boy thing that Isak is doing right now of, oh, I don't want to have to offend
The fan
Newcastle
base at
fans
Newcastle. Yep.
by leaving.
Mhm.
But at some point you have to push because if Liverpool goes out now, we sign Ekitike, he
Mhm.
turns out good, maybe banks 30 goals next season. We
Mhm.
don't
It's a
need
wrap.
Isak.
We don't need Isak. Yep.
Exactly. Arsenal has moved
Exactly.
on.
Mhm.
Manchester
So
United would probably move on.
Yep.
with
Chelsea
egg
would
on the
move on.
Yeah.
And then you
1 second,
have maybe
Bruno.
just Barcelona needing
Mhm.
a striker.
Yeah.
And Barcelona, with the kind of academy they have, you never can tell what happens. They might produce another Yamal out of thin air
Out of
again.
nowhere. Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean,
So
if
it's
he
up
wants
to
to,
him. He has to push. He
that
has to push at some point.
1,000, and I want to get on that point. But Bruno, go ahead. What were you going to say, Bruno?
Yeah, as I was about to say,
Mhm.
yeah, if we buy Ekatike,
Mhm.
Newcastle are the ones that are left with egg on their face as well. And can I
Mhm.
just add, and I will say this, Newcastle United supporters, there's no need for the abuse. Like, there's no need for that.
Mhm.
It's absolutely pathetic. Like, grow up. Like, criticism, that's fine, but
Mhm.
throwing abuse towards the Liverpool fans, there's no need for that.
They're scared, man. It's called scared. They're scared. They're scared. They
yeah.
know.
They are.
They are scared.
They
Big
know.
up yourself, Mr. Johnson. How you doing, sir? What the hell? These people are weird.
Yeah, very weird, man.
That is what I get for trying to do a calling show, but it will
A
never
calling
stop
show.
us. We're gonna keep doing it. But this is the thing, though. This is a 4D chess that I think Carl, you just went on kamikaze on them. That is like the extreme. You were talking about players will not want to come to Liverpool because of how we do business, and how clubs are going to deal with Liverpool knowing that we are here just ruthless like that, which I like because it needs to show
Well,
fear. You need to show fear. People need to be scared of Liverpool. When we come to you, just say no. We keep on moving. But guess what? We might come back again, right? This thing I explained to the chat previously that in the short term, it helps. What's the name? Newcastle if he stays, right? In the
yeah,
short term, because he's a great player and he will help them. But in the long term, they're gonna suffer because guess what? They're taking a major risk in going to this Champions League season, hoping that they will still be in the Champions League and go far in the Champions League. The last time they did that, they came in eighth. Hence the reason why they fall into the PSR and they had to sell all those players. This time you don't even have depth. Players don't even want. What did what's the name said? There's about 25 players who have refused to go to Newcastle. Whether it's true or not, that is a big risk. Take the money and invest in new players. Build from the ground up. What they're trying to do is they're trying to, yes, they do. They're taking baby step, but sometimes they want to run. That's
yeah,
what they're doing. They want to say, no, we want to keep all our best players so we could build, so we could. No. It doesn't work like that. You have City did it. That's why the PSR and the FFP
The
are out there.
issue that the issue they're having is that they got money, but they can't spend money to fix the house. You
Mm-hmm.
know, because the city or the law has said, hey, you can't do any of the changes that you want to do to your house.
Right.
You got to go get the permits. You got to go get the permits, and sometimes the permits are not going through because it's illegal, or you can't do that in this neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
That's the issue they are having. They got the money to spend and do whatever they want to increase to get the house bigger, to put a pool in the back.
Mm-hmm.
But the city is telling them you can't do none of that.
Yeah.
You can't do none of that.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that the city has told them, but if you do this, you can do this. And then they're
Mm-hmm.
like, man, I don't want to do this because it doesn't benefit. It doesn't really benefit me.
Right.
And then that's the issue they are having.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the thing is that they need to accept the only way for you to get better, to get your property to get better, to get your team to be better,
Mm-hmm.
they'll
It takes
have to
time.
sell it.
Yeah.
It
It takes
takes
time.
time.
It takes time. You
It
have
take
to
it take
build.
it takes time.
It
It
takes
takes
time.
time, and obviously you got a great player in
Mm-hmm.
Isak, and he'll be the perfect player, to the perfect striker to get you to where you want to
The
be.
next step.
But
Exactly.
but he's not. He's the wrong age. He came through the wrong time at your club,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
he needs to move on. He needs to move on. He's not gonna have international success.
Mm-hmm.
He's a Swedish,
Mm-hmm.
so
Small country. Yeah.
the only way he can have success is through club football,
Of football,
and
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
think
think
that
I think it's
he
the
needs to
same thing
understand that.
Liverpool did
Yeah.
that Newcastle has to do. At some point, you need to sell big, save up, then go out big.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember when Coutinho was leaving, I was almost depressed because he was a
Brother,
different
look
level
at
of player.
Ahmed, let me disrespectfully cut you off real quick. Don't even
Yeah,
start at
no, that's it.
Coutinho. Go back. Go back. How many players have
Yeah,
we lost? There was Alonso, of course, it was a fight between
yeah,
he and Benitez.
yeah.
Then there was Torres, there was Suarez. Bro, the list goes on.
Oh,
And
no,
this
no,
is
no. I'm not
Liverpool.
talking of the quality, yeah.
Not
But for Coutinho, it was
Mm-hmm.
because I felt we just started building something new.
True,
We just
true.
got Klopp, one of the
Yeah.
best coaches in the world at that
Yeah, we
time.
had a big
We
time
already
player. That's
had
what it.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
we
We
had a
had
big
like a
time
front
player.
four. We had
Mm-hmm.
a front four that would scare the whole world.
Mm.
And all of a sudden, Coutinho wanted to leave. And I honestly felt really bad because I felt, so how do we start? If he leaves, who else is leaving? Does Salah leave next season? Does Firmino leave next season? What happens to us?
Mm-hmm.
But then it gave us Van Dijk and Alisson. And I think by the end of that season, we forgot about Coutinho. Everyone forgot about
We
him
were in the Champions
because
League that season, didn't we?
exactly. No, no, no.
yes, we
We
won.
didn't win. We did.
Yeah, we're in Champions League last season. The year that he left,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
when
yeah, yeah. We
Van
did
Dijk came in
exactly.
and we went straight
Yeah.
to Champions. Can you believe if he had played in the Champions League?
Oh no, no, no. We didn't win that season
No,
because
no, we were in the
Allison came the
final.
next. Yeah,
We
we
went
got to the final. Yeah,
exactly.
but we didn't win. Yes, exactly.
But if he was
But
playing,
yeah, we
because
would
Madrid was good, but they
probably
were not
gotten
that
there.
good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
Sorry
yeah,
about
I
that.
think
Sorry about
they
that.
have no, 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 it's fine. I
Mm-hmm.
think Newcastle has to sell because if they sell Isak now, they
Mm-hmm.
get about 4 or 5 players that they actually need.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe get the next Isak, you never can tell.
Mm-hmm.
They are a smaller club, with all due respect to Newcastle fans. At the
True.
moment, they are a
Yeah.
smaller club.
Mm-hmm.
They can afford to gamble and
Mm-hmm.
buy maybe 4 strikers that are about 30 million each.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one of them comes good, just like Chelsea are doing. Buy everything you see in the market. Maybe one or two come good. Who knows? Because when they bought Cole Palmer, everyone was looking at them like, why? And now everyone understands, oh, okay, it does make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, they need to sell. If they don't sell to us now, next season he's down to 2 years in his contract, or maybe a year, I'm not sure. But then they have less leverage now,
Yeah.
and they have to do what they have to do. Maybe sell for 80 million.
No,
So it all depends.
no, I think for Liverpool, we are good. Yeah, we need
Oh,
a player. We are good. We could get Mateta. And actually, I like Mateta, actually. I think
yeah,
he can do the job for now. But yes, we are trying to dominate. So we're trying to get the best of the best so that we can keep going. So Newcastle is the one that's gonna. They are in the tough place. It sucks. Trust me, we've been there. Liverpool been there. What are you talking about? We brought
Exactly.
Suarez in for
We've
Torres.
been there.
Go ahead,
We've been,
Bruno.
we've been there with Torres. We've been there with Alonso. We've been there with Suarez. That's three
Yeah.
that I've just mentioned. We've been there with Coutinho. That's four. Do you want me to go on? Do you want
It
me to go
hurts.
on with
It
the
hurts,
club?
but hey,
And I think this Verts deal has scared everyone in the world about
that's true.
Liverpool because at some point everyone felt, you know what, Liverpool won't drop this type of money.
Money.
And I think
Yeah.
it was why at first Newcastle was just,
Yeah,
let
it's
them
not
say
gonna
what they
happen.
want to
It's not
say.
gonna happen. And then,
But the
oh my,
moment they saw Verts on the door, everyone went, wait a
wait
minute,
a, yep,
these guys can do a whole lot of damage.
yep.
And I think that's why even the Gehi deal is stretching out because Crystal
Mm-hmm.
Palace feel they can actually get more out of us, which I honestly don't think the club should do that.
Mm,
He has 1 year in his contract. We can decide to play the bad game
yeah.
and let Konate run out his contract, get Gehi on a free, all works out
It
for
could
us
go. It could go
regardless.
back. We need Gehi though. We need Gehi now. But
No, no,
before,
I know.
yeah. Next
But I
topic
think
we
we're
will.
still in for Hato.
Yeah, I like Hato. Before we get out of here, guys, this Rodrigo Diaz conundrum that is going on,
Ooh,
right? Diaz, yes, Diaz in the same place as Konate. Diaz
yeah.
started the season very. His first year, he started very well, and then the following year, I think he was the best player in our team, and then Pate hurt him, and then it took him a year to recover. He comes back, his family gets kidnapped, so he's all messed up. So this year also for him is the year that he has shown that he could play. Liverpool, I don't know. I think somebody's upset. Somebody's feelings is hurt between Liverpool and Diaz. Something happened between there where Liverpool saying, "Oh hell no, we're not giving you a new contract," because Liverpool don't act this way. Something happened. I believe something happened where somebody in the upper management was like, "Bro,
I think the demand, maybe the demand that he's asking are too much,
mm,
and then they're looking at it,
mhm,
your age, and then also they're looking at it, you might have a better value on the
mhm,
market for us, and there's no real reason for us to negotiate because we're not in danger of losing you next year. You
mm,
got 2 more years on your contract. You could play for us until you're 30, and
mhm,
then after that, we just look at it. You move on.
yeah,
You've aged out of the squad, and
mhm,
we've taken all your best years out of you.
mhm."
It
At the
is
end of
a
the day,
dirty game.
it's a dirty
It
game.
is a dirty game, but
It's a dirty game.
it's a
Exactly.
dirty game.
But you guys think,
Personally, I think it's his demand. I think he's demanded way too much money, and
mhm,
he's not even interested in negotiating. And I think that's what has gotten the communication has stopped.
I stopped right.
Personally,
I
yeah.
think the club has to move on from Diaz,
Mhm,
especially with his age. As much as I don't think most people are noticing, but I feel there's a new age structure in the club. A
mm,
lot of the players we have are 25 and under. I think
yeah,
aside the main three, the big three, the Salah, Van Dijk, and
Robo and
Allison.
Allison.
Yeah, but Robo would definitely leave, maybe this season, maybe next. But I'm sure
Mhm,
they're trying to phase them out. The
yeah,
problem is if you put him, he would probably want at least a 3 year contract,
mm,
which would take him to what,
30
32?
something. Yeah.
Yeah,
32.
32, 33.
And
Exactly.
that injury, it eventually will catch up.
Exactly. And
You know,
even
and
without the injury, if you are able to get a Rodrigo for at 25, then we have someone secured for another 5 years. And
yeah,
we don't have to think of that. Because one thing everyone seems to forget is next year we're going to have to replace Salah or Van Dijk.
mm.
The year after that, we have to replace the other person.
Which might be Rodrigo. Which might be
Exactly.
Rodrigo.
Exactly. So
So,
there
did you guys?
has to be a
Are you guys?
project in ground.
Sorry about that, man. Apologies. Finish,
Yeah.
please. I don't know
No,
why
no,
I
no.
cut
I'm
you.
just
Yeah.
no. I'm just saying the club has to have a plan because
Mm,
a lot of these players that are going to get old or run out their contracts, you
mhm,
need to have the next plan because we can't keep our hands down. There's an opportunity right now to dominate English football for another 5, 10 years
mm.
if you play your cards right.
Yep.
Because I think that is why FSG is spending now
Mhm.
because all of a sudden Man City feels shaky. Pep
So
would leave maybe next year, if not next
he's
year,
done.
maybe the year after.
He's done.
Arteta might not have more than 2 years if he doesn't win anything. So the opportunity is there right now. Capitalize. Man U would definitely come back. Chelsea are on the rise up. Newcastle is looking good.
Man,
Nottingham
don't
Forest.
don't give them hope, man. Come on, Ahmed.
No, no,
Ahmed,
no.
why
I'm
you
not.
giving
I'm not
the
giving them
Man
hope.
opposition
U 10
hope?
years.
I'm not giving them hope,
They
but it's
might
the
come back.
reality.
Nah, may they
No, no, no.
forever stay in
You
the
see,
dirt.
you see, when I started supporting Liverpool, it was 2005,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember my
Yeah,
uncle telling me Liverpool would come back. And every year we lose, I send him a message, and I'm like,
nah.
"Is it this year?"
I,
And he laughs at me, and he goes, "Be
look,
patient, they will be back." A big club would
we
always
respect
come
your
back to
uncle.
the
We
top.
respect your uncle. With all due respect to your uncle,
Yeah.
Manu is staying at the bottom till the
Oh no, no,
dirt,
no!
till I
I
die.
pray. I
I,
personally pray they don't come back up. But the points I'm making is he would always say
I
a big
understand.
club will find a way back.
I
Exactly.
understood you, Ahmed. I understood you,
Exactly.
Ahmed.
So
But we're not wishing
eventually,
them well. We're not
oh,
wishing them well.
Never.
I pray they stay there for the next 50 years. It would be nice to tell my kids, oh, I remember Man U in those days, like they did when I started. Because I remember
Mhm.
anytime I have an
Yeah.
argument with Man U fans, they're like, oh yeah, but you guys are history FC. It was in the past. It was in the past.
Don't
So
worry, it's
that would
already
be nice to
there.
be able to tell them it's in the past also.
But
So
It's
Bruno,
already there.
yeah, Bruno, what do you think about this Rodrigo thing? Is he a player that you think fits Liverpool's structure going forward?
First of all, us going after Real Madrid play, that's a first, because when's the last time that's happened?
That's true.
Normally, we're going after our players.
Hmm.
About time. It's about time we go after one of their players. Because Liverpool are too much and too much kissy kissy. Yeah? Too much kissy kissy. We need to start putting our foot down.
Hmm.
We have to start behaving like a big club.
We are a
Throw our
big club.
football down. Now,
Madrid. The thing is, you have to understand Madrid's brand is the biggest in football.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's the
they're
part
not a
that
I don't
club.
nobody.
think
They're
anyone
not a club.
competes
They're
with
an
them,
institution.
honestly.
They are an institution, right? Their brand
Yeah,
is
they're a government institution.
paid for
I
by the
always tell
government.
people I
They
don't
are
feel
paid for
bad
by
about
them
Real
thing.
Madrid. I don't think I know we're a big club, but I don't think we're in the same bracket with them. I don't fight with them.
Yeah, we
They
get in
are
there,
who they
Bruno.
are, and yeah,
We get in there. And this is the part where I know for those who
I
don't
don't think
like
the UK will ever give us that. I don't think the UK will ever give us
what they
that
didn't
kind
give
of
it to
power.
pass.
Yeah,
look at this though. They didn't give it to Manu. Manu took it.
yeah,
You see what I mean? Because this is the thing that people need to understand. In terms of brand, in sports, there is Real Madrid, Manchester United, Dallas Cowboys,
Barcelona.
LA Lakers, Golden State Warriors, who just entered that upper echelon.
Yeah,
Golden State just entered that upper echelon. There's Red Sox. There's the biggest Yankees.
Yeah.
Those type of brands in sport, they are on a different level. Liverpool are, I think, maybe a step below them, and we're working our way up. Right now, Liverpool, the club is worth what 4 billion from 350 million. When we hit 6 billion, and the good thing is Manchester is coming down, we going up. As much as they're still big, they're slowly coming down. Eventually, the brand is not going to sustain that rut that they have over there right now. Eventually, it will fall off. So
it,
that's why we have to be very strategic on everything we do. Right? When it started, it was painful. Some of us hated it. We wanted to buy, 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 buy. But right now, we could spend 350. That's why Carl was saying we could buy Ekitike right now, add Rodrigo to it, and tell Isak we coming. And we still haven't even touched PSR yet.
yeah,
That's the
yeah, we
beautiful thing about Liverpool right now.
To me, I would love to do. I would love for if I could talk to Edwards and convince him to do it.
Mm,
I think it's whether it happens or even succeed. I think
mhm.
it's a message. It's a message that we're sending out to the Premier League, to even other clubs around the world. Is that we
Yeah,
mean business when we say we are interested. Because if we do the interested, well, I'm interested, and then
yeah,
there's no bid.
mhm,
How much interested are you? How
yeah,
really interested are you?
right.
Right?
And by this year,
So
we have to give
I,
it to the
I,
club. We didn't do what they call it, interest FC or
Yeah.
whatever FC. Every time Liverpool's steadying. No, this time we're
I
like, you want
promise
to
you
come to
guys,
Liverpool? Yes, here's
up
the money.
until the day Verts was announced, I thought it was all noise. I personally just didn't think it was a Liverpool deal. I felt it was something we were just being playing around it, mess around for a bit,
yeah.
move on.
No, the
But then
money.
when I saw the announcement, I was
Well,
like, okay, right.
I'll
Ahmed, Ahmed,
add to this when I said on Coppish, yeah, when we speak to these big clubs, yeah, if you want a player for one of their players, right, you go to their owners, you sit them down, and you tell them how much is your player worth. Okay, your player's worth 150. Okay, then we'll start at 120 or 110. Don't try and lowball them. Don't try to do this rubbish 90, 80, 70 million pound bid because you'll be kicked out of there before you could
yeah,
say hallelujah.
yeah,
120.
I agree with that, Bruno.
Mhm.
They say no. Okay, you want 120? Okay, they reject it. Okay, 140. What you say now? They say no.
Yeah.
Okay, 147.
But the
Yeah,
thing is, if you're
yeah.
gonna pay it, pay it.
Also,
That's
the biggest thing that the biggest thing that happened to us with the Verts deal is that Verts said two things. I want to, I kind of put a transfer request, and also I want to go to Liverpool.
Mhm.
And all we asking Isak to do is do one of
Say the
those
same
things.
thing.
Put a transfer request. Say the same thing would have been. I'm putting a transfer request, and I want to go to Liverpool only. But we're just asking you to say I want a transfer request.
But you see,
You
they
know,
don't. You know why they don't do
or
transfer requests?
I want to go to Liverpool. I want to go to Liverpool
You know
because
why they
they
don't?
lose money. They lose
They
money.
lose
They
money.
lose
That's
money.
why they don't do transfer
They
requests.
lose
So
money.
they just say,
Okay,
I
so
want, yeah.
yeah,
so he's
so
going
tell them, yeah, I want to move to Liverpool.
every single club.
Somebody says like taking a model to McDonald's, I suppose. But no, while we are talking about this, Napoli has bought a new player. What's his name? Let me double check. His name is Lorenzo Luca, which puts
Right.
an end to their chase for Darwin Nunes. So now Darwin has to look at Saudi Arabia, which
And
that's what Liverpool. See, this is
I
the
forgot
real
to
quick,
add,
Bruno. Real quick, Bruno. This is the chess move that Liverpool's been playing for a long time. Liverpool between Diaz and Nunes, most of the players they want them to go to Saudi so we get our money back. Right?
Yeah,
That's what they've been the plan for Liverpool from day one. They knew Napoli don't have the cash to get Nunes because, first of all, Carl, the market value plus the players' performance don't match what Liverpool is trying to sell him for. So Napoli is now
yeah,
looking at somebody else. So now the only club that the people who have the cash who are not looking at the market value is Saudi. Right? There was a rumor
yeah,
that they put 350 million for Vinny, which I don't believe. Come on. So right now, if Nunes goes to Saudi, well, that means Liverpool, you have to get a striker. You have to, which is could
yeah,
probably be the Kitike money, right?
mm,
Um,
yeah,
But
Diaz, I
it,
think Bayern is also coming with some more money, possibly. They will
yeah.
pay. I think they will pay very close to the 80 million Liverpool's asking.
I think they will do. I think they will do a 58 million pound plus add-ons. Like they'll do a 58 plus a 7 or 10 million, close to 10
Realistic.
million dollar
Yeah.
in add-ons. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
and I think we'll accept that. A real, yeah, real some real add-ons like the games play
Hmm. If they
or
win the
winning
league,
winning the
which we know
trophy,
we
winning the
know they'll
league.
win the league. We know they'll win the
Yeah,
league. But you see, this is the part where Liverpool's also smart. Bayern had 100 million euros ready for Verts, right?
yeah,
So
Exactly. So
yeah,
so what are you
give me
guys
that money.
saying now?
Why you are here lowballing me with 50 million and this kind of
Yeah.
nonsense?
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I saw a report stating that
Yeah.
Newcastle want Nunes. Huh, if that's the case, then we need to play tough love.
I,
Walk
I, I
away.
think I heard the whole Newcastle thing, and if they were smart business people, and I assume they are, they should say, you know what, give us Nunes plus 90 million, take Isak.
give us
I know
Nunes and
Liverpool,
Elliot.
yes. No,
Take
no, no.
Elliot with Nunes.
No. Elliot is way more
Yeah, 50 million.
valuable
Then we
to.
add 50 million to it.
Yeah, but then they would want actual money at the end of the day.
Ahmed, I'm trying to be nice to Newcastle. Players, honestly, just said 25 players have said no. I'm giving you two. I'm giving you two more so you don't have to be begging players to come in. Nobody wants to go to Newcastle. Why? That's the
Actually,
question. Why? They are in the Champions League. Manchester United are in the bottom, and they were able to sneak in Buemo.
yeah.
Pedro decided to go to Chelsea. Both Chelsea and, let's be honest, Chelsea and Newcastle, there was not that big of a difference this last season. But Pedro said, no, I'm not going to Newcastle, I'm going to Chelsea.
I think for
So,
Newcastle, it's the project. Most players are looking at that and thinking it's going to take another 5 years, for five,
exactly.
6 years before you become anything. And
Take the
that's a big
money.
if. And that's a big if. Because even for Isak, that's what I fear for him.
Mhm,
You might want to stay with the project, but by the time they start winning, you're
mhm.
probably 30, 31, which means you're not going to be there for most of the glory they're going to get.
Yeah.
And
but the thing is
sadly,
that
just
Newcastle,
for Van Dijk and Salah, they have built a standard for us, but
Mhm,
I feel would win a lot more when they leave.
mm.
yeah,
But
But
the,
check
I
this
feel
out,
like
though.
Newcastle.
for the Champions League next season, there's no guarantee.
And if they are not in
Sure.
the top five, if they are not in the top five, that means they have to sell the whole team. Bruno,
Yeah.
Gordon, Isak, they
That
have to
is
let
what I
all
was
of them
about
go.
to say. That is what I was about to say because
Mhm,
now they run to be in trouble they'll have to sell Bruno Guimaraes,
mhm,
selling all those players for no reason,
mhm.
if for no reason. So I think that they again they need to. I'm not saying is that from their perspective they have to sell Isak to us, but they have to
Better
think about
business.
sell, do good business
Mhm.
to get better. To get better.
Yeah.
If they don't, eh,
People, this
eh,
thing, like earlier, when you guys came on, me and Irishman was saying, this story is not going anywhere. Someone's go pick up yourself. He said Isak rumors are picking up again. And I go on Twitter, guess the first
I
thing
think
I
it's
see.
because Isak. I think it's because Isak says something. I think
Yes,
Isak says something.
Isak have said something.
You said something. You said something to them, and I think that's one of the reasons why the Ekitike deal has
Hmm.
not gone through. I
Hmm.
think on Wednesday and Thursday, I was like, I guess we're getting Ekitike in the
Yeah.
next 72 hours, and then on Thursday,
All of
it
a
just
sudden it
went
slows down. Hmm.
very quiet, like very quiet,
Hmm.
and for some reason,
But
I think
we didn't
Liverpool
even
are
try
just
to do a
in a
second
space.
bid.
Yeah, I think Liverpool is in a space where they feel if we have
Yeah.
to, we would do Ekitike and Isak. But if Isak works out fine, then we can do Isak and maybe Mateta. We don't have to spend 80, 90 million on a backup striker.
mm,
But if Newcastle should push them, I feel they would end up doing Ekitike and Isak. So
mm,
I think that's why
Okay.
they've slowed down and probably told Newcastle, you know what? If you're giving us Isak, we'd let you
mhm.
have Ekitike. If you want him, we'd let you have
or,
him.
probably
I
add
mean,
newness
yeah,
to it.
guarantee. Otherwise, they're gonna try and trick us. What if they try and trick us?
You can.
Well, obviously, Liverpool
You
will
can't
get
do that.
Isak
Then
day
that's bad
one
business. You
for
can
anything.
you can go you can go to court with them
Hmm.
because if that's the
Yeah,
conversation, those are ground
A
for a
lawsuit.
lawsuit. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
because you've been impeding them in doing business
Hmm.
in good because you're saying something in good faith
And then you change your
and then
mind.
they renege it,
Yeah.
right? So they have to do it.
But at the same time, I do not think there's any outside realm of possibility that Liverpool might end up getting both East. Like Zuberi said at the beginning, if those who were here, he said, what if Liverpool get both Isak and Ekitike?
Yeah, that can work too. and
He
and,
said
and I think
that.
that's what I've said also, Quasi. Right? I
Mhm,
said, hey, the big chess move for us is not getting a ticket because it'll be a wash type of thing. Okay, you got
right.
your play, you keep your player, and
Mhm,
I got something for the future. But the chess move is getting a ticket and also telling them we want your player. We
mhm.
definitely want your player, and
No,
I think that's what Liverpool is doing.
and the fact that Eddie Howe, remember Eddie Howe and Isak are very close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are very close, and he's sitting there saying that I cannot tell you 100% if the player's going to stay for a long time. It's a
And you
difficult.
know, one thing again I would mention is with Slots,
Hmm.
I think he is someone who really wants to change football also. I know most people are not saying it yet, but most times he wants to have almost three different ways of playing, which is why I have a sneaky feeling at some point he'll play the back three. I don't know
Mm.
why, but at some
Hmm.
point he would want to experiment with that. He wants to push back to the back three, especially with the kind of wingers we have
Yeah,
with Kirkes and Frimpong. I feel a back three would suit them perfectly. Then maybe a
Yeah.
front two, so maybe the Isak Ekitike can works out.
man. Liverpool
Having
right
two of
now.
them when Salah leaves, so we don't have to replace Salah again. And then we have maybe Gakpo and Rodrigo playing wings if we have to. But a lot of these things we just have to wait and see.
See, this is why I like Ali, man. I've been telling people, calm down. People were worried, like, oh my god, we no. Isak, that chess move, and Ekitike is not a bad player. I feel like it's just
Yeah.
too expensive for an unproven talent yet, right? I think this kid is gonna be good, but it's a World Cup season. You bring into a club that he might not play all the time. You are impeding his progress. Right now, if you bring him to Liverpool, 80 million, and he doesn't do well, now everybody's making fun of you. Another Nunes part two. Then we have to wait 2 years to see if he's gonna do better.
Thank you very much. That's
You know?
exactly what I was about to say. If Katike comes in and then he gets absolutely slaughtered, abused by our section of our fan base who can't be bothered to be patient after
Mhm.
what happened with Nunes, what do you think's going to happen? He'll get slaughtered on Twitter. He'll get
Mhm.
slaughtered in our Anfield, and then
Mhm.
what? You can't do that.
That's why you bring in a proven one. Now, the thing is with Liverpool is we won without them too. So we are not that desperate. If it doesn't work, then that means we will probably circumvent in reinforcing the defensive side of the game, the center back and the DM side. And then
Yeah.
next year, go for the attack, right? Because you got Verts, he will score you goals. You got Salah, will score you goals. Gakpo will put chip in. Whether it's Rodrigo or Diaz, you know they can bring at least 10 to 12 goals. So we could manage but at the same time, we'll fortify the team rather than saying, okay, let's just go strikers, and then people are still scoring goals against you. So for
And you know
me,
what that makes
yeah, go
me
ahead.
like sorry for cutting you off. The one thing that makes me like Deal is the fact that no other club is coming in for him. I don't think other clubs can't afford him. I think at some point Isak has made it clear to maybe other clubs coming for him that he wants just Liverpool.
This
But I
year.
just don't think, yes, exactly. I don't
Mhm.
think he has the balls to push a move,
Yeah.
which is where the problem is. He's trying to do the whole Mr. Nice Guy, live on a good terms with the club, which it doesn't always work out.
Yeah. So for me, I think Liverpool is playing a chess, 4D chess, and we will see how it ends. But it should. We are not desperate to the point where if we lose, we're gonna be in trouble. If we lose, it will look bad. But
Look, look, I got something to say about this,
Mhm.
right? I also think that maybe it's not because he doesn't want to be the bad guy. Maybe he's looking at, if I put a transfer request, will I get my money from Liverpool in signing bonus? And
Mhm.
maybe in his conversation with Liverpool, Liverpool is saying, no, we don't want to do that. We'll give you the wages that you want, but
Mhm.
we might not give you a huge signing bonus. And
Mhm.
he's like,
Especially
well,
with
maybe it's
the
not worth
fact that
doing
we're
that.
signing him for over
Maybe
100
it's still,
million.
Yeah, you sign
yeah.
him for that
So
kind of cash.
maybe do. Yeah, so like Liverpool might be like, look, man, we most likely going to pay for you in excess of 120. You can't
Mhm.
ask us to give you 20, 30 mil in signing bonus.
Mhm.
That's a bit too much. But
Yeah.
we'll give you the wages that you want. We'll give you 250. We'll give you 250 plus bonuses, bonuses for goals, that kind of thing. And
Yeah.
then they're talking about some of the parameters of the deal that he might be satisfied with that and
Mhm.
might understand that, that's a lot of money to be asking, right?
Mhm.
So so he might be like, you know what, try to negotiate with Newcastle, and that might be the better option.
Yeah. No, I mean Newcastle. It's up to Liverpool from day one. It's one. It's on Newcastle. Two. It's on Isak. Liverpool. You just bring the money.
Just
That's
bring
it.
the money. Yeah,
Just bring the money. Liverpool. Just bring the money.
bring your wallet to the
Bring
table.
your wallet too, just in case we might need a credit card. What's
Yeah.
up?
Bring your ching ching.
The chin chin. That's right. Somebody said everyone loves Dawizi, right? Yeah, we love him, but we will love him when he goes someplace else. Napoli has Napoli has decided not to pursue him. That's what's happening now, Hassel. Um, we but to before we get out of here, people, what else do you think we need? I know some people are saying DM. I don't think this year we need a DM. We need a center back for sure. But to cap off this beautiful transfer window we had, what else do you think should be the
Yeah.
final?
Can I just quickly say,
Yeah, go
we
ahead.
must have every position covered.
Hmm.
I do not want to go through 2021 season, the season after we won the league. Remember that season? And look what happened in that
Yeah.
season. Didn't
Hmm.
strengthen the defence
Yeah.
and we fell off a cliff.
Hmm.
I don't want to see that. We finished third place that year. That's not good enough. We don't do that here.
Mm.
Celebrate being the bridesmaid.
Yeah.
We don't celebrate being a member of the audience.
Yeah, Arsenal has taken that job. We can't have that job anymore.
We are the bride. We are the ones receiving the trophy.
Hmm.
We don't do that here.
Yeah.
Steve, we don't like to
To
give
answer your
away.
question, Quasi.
Yeah.
Yeah. To answer your question, Quasi, I do think maybe not a DM, but I do think that we need a player like Norgard
Mm.
that Arsenal signed. If
We have
we can
Endo
find
though.
someone like that in the market, but maybe in a more in a center mid, not necessarily someone who has defensive mid ability,
Okay.
more of another center mid,
Hmm.
a someone who can kind of play almost all three position, not at a great level, but just good. They're just good.
Mm.
Eh, like
You know who? You know
i.e.,
who?
if I had to pick,
You know who I would love?
yeah, go ahead.
I mean, at first I thought that this who Ali was talking about, but I guess our boy here got bars. You know, he got bars, so we might have to hear it later. Bruno from Newcastle next season.
Bruno Guimaraes,
Yeah, from
Bruno
Newcastle next
Guimaraes.
season.
Yeah,
From
that'll be
From
the DM for us. That'll
yeah,
be the
from
DM
not
for
this
us.
season,
Yeah,
next season. Yeah, but go ahead. Yeah,
next
I
season.
was.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. But I was thinking more someone like a someone like the Bournemouth midfielder. What's his name? American guy. Eh, wow. Tyler Adams,
Oh,
someone like
Talada.
Tyler
Yeah, yeah,
Adams.
yeah.
He's not he's feisty. He can play. He can do all two positions, center mid and center defensive
Hmm.
mid. He's just feisty. Just another good body to be there.
Hmm.
It might not be a good thing for him to come to us because he has a World Cup to be going through. Even again, I don't know. For some reason, I'm thinking of only American players. But
A hustle.
McKenny, McKenny, someone who's going to come in and just be a good body, just be a good
Mm.
body. Someone of those ilk,
Hmm.
someone of that type of player.
Yeah,
You don't expect them to play, but they can come in and do a good
I
job
do
for
a
you.
good job. Yeah.
Yeah,
What
they'll do a
about you,
good job,
Ahmed?
something like that.
Personally, I think we need a DM. I know most people don't want to hear it, but personally, I think we need a DM because
Hmm.
I think there are some games we need an absolute destroyer. And
Mm.
I don't mean give him 10 minutes. I need someone in tough matches
Hmm.
where he goes into that midfield. We saw it several times with Endo getting the last 10, 15 minutes, and he locks the game up beautifully. And I
Hmm.
feel we need someone like that. It doesn't have to be a starter. Maybe someone, if Bajeti can stay fit, it would
Hmm.
be perfect. I would love that. And I think we could move on from the DM thing. But I feel
One
uh,
second, Bruno. There's noise on your thing. That's why I muted you. Okay. Go
but
ahead.
for our midfield, I think Graf can play eight. He can play the six.
Hmm.
I think Maka can play six and eight. I think Sobo can play 10 and 8. So, and same thing with Jones. I don't
Mm.
trust him as a 6, but he's
He's
also
not a
someone who
six.
can play. Yeah, but he can play all three. That's the thing.
Mhm.
But I personally don't trust him as a 6. So I feel we do need an extra body in midfield. I don't know what kind of profile. Personally, I'd prefer a destroyer.
Mhm.
But if we can't just get an extra body in midfield, I think we'd be fine.
Mm. No, I agree with.
Yeah,
I agree. With,
I don't know about the destroy. I agree with you. I don't know
mhm.
about the destroy because we got, just like Quasi said, we got Endo. But
Yeah,
if we had someone who could kind of do almost all of this,
all of this.
all
Yeah.
of this, and not at a great level, but good
Uh,
level. You put
you
him
know
in
what that
there,
tells
an
me,
FA
Carl?
Cup, you know.
Carl,
Yeah,
you know what that tells me? It tells me like you miss Henderson.
you know what? That's it right there. That's it right
Yes,
there.
yes, yes.
You
We need
know,
another Anderson.
Maybe
we need
not
another
really.
Henderson. You know what I mean?
I
We need
think we
another
miss
Henderson.
more of Genie than anyone. I think that's
Yeah,
one player who
there
we're
you go.
still to replace.
Yeah,
Wijnaldum, an absolute engine in that midfield, man. He
yeah.
could play every single position in midfield,
Hmm.
and you don't feel like he's playing anything less.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could do with that.
And you know, guys, when
Yeah,
you
those
guys,
players are very tough to find.
yeah, it's not easy. And I think Arsenal did a
Yeah.
good business by getting Norgard. You know,
Ooh,
um,
yeah, I think it's the best business they've done in the summer. Forget Zubimendi,
Mendy and
forget
all that stuff. Yeah.
Madueke, all of that stuff. I think that's the
Mhm.
best business they've done.
Yeah. Yep. Everybody agree. We miss Henderson. Yep. He's a class act. Great, great man, actually. People, please hit the like button, man. We need to at least get 50 likes before we get out of here. Come on, people. Get the likes up. Get the subs up too. I'm on now. I can receive super chat. So if you want to support me and my 21 kids, we like burgers.
Wow.
Please feel free to do so. I will not
That's
say
a true
no.
African man, I see.
You know what I mean? We got to work on the
Make sure
farm.
they don't go hungry.
They
Make sure
don't
they
want to
don't
go
go
hungry.
hungry
They
today.
can't go hungry. They got to, can't go to sleep, stomach growling. It doesn't look good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, Carl, Ahmed, Bruno, Anfield Irishman, Zuberi, who was at N90 was here, Uncle Albert, and then I always forget Young, I always call him Young Juraj. They were all in the building in the barber shop today, man. Thank you guys for making my first calling show. I think is a success. I'm still learning, so eventually it's gonna get better, and we'll have great topics. And it's a community show, so I like to have the. Usually, I'm the one doing all the nonsense talking, so I would like you guys to come in and bring the topics, and we discuss. Just like Carl came in and he said, "Nah, we need to talk about Konate's contract," and then it took us like 2 hours of our time. Um, you know, so big up to all of you guys, man. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys been
You're doing
supporting
great
me.
job. You're doing a very good
Yeah,
job.
man. So
Always here for you, man.
Yeah,
people, if you
no
live in
problem.
here, please go to Anfield Irishman's channel. I'm still learning how to do that, transfer people over there. So next time I will do that. But please go to Anfield Irishman and go check. Somebody say sell car. Go to Anfield Irishman and go support him,
Look,
please.
man, we're
Um,
not in
Carl
this
would
era
rather go on a
anymore.
free. Carl will go on a
This
free. He
is
wouldn't want to be sold.
Kyle do not
look.
want the risk side. He will leave on the free.
Look. I am of Haitian descent.
Mm-hmm.
My great grandfather was a lieutenant in the Haitian Independence Army. So don't mess with me. I'm a free man. No one is allowed to tell me. If you understand, you understand. In
Yeah.
Haitian,
Yeah.
we cut heads. We cut heads. We cut heads. We
I said,
don't play.
this guy said we cut
I,
it. We saw what they did to the ice people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but big up
All
to all of
right.
you guys, man. Thank you so
Big up
much,
to
man.
all of you, man.
I
Big up to you,
appreciate that.
Quasi.
Thank
Big
you,
up
man.
to you,
So
man.
next week we do it again, same time. Please come on in. We will try to
Yeah.
minimize as much weirdos as possible. I think we did well. We got only two. Probably
Yeah.
the same person keep coming in. He
Yeah.
said, "Okay, fine, let me leave on the free." That's on bone, man. Yeah, man. So people support Anfield Irishman, please. He's having a show next. Please go over there. I think he always have a call-in show. So if you want in and
Yeah.
you want to talk some more, please go there and support. Please hit the like button, people. Come on, hit the like. We had about 150 of you guys in here, between X and YouTube. So we should get 50 minimum. 50 minimum. You know. And then subscribe. Keep the subscription up, please. We road to 1,000. At least it's gonna be a good. Yes, sir. I'm on there. Same name, man. Quincy Bolt. You'll find me. You will find me. I'm in those spaces. But people, when it comes to Ekitike and Isak, don't be discouraged. Yes, Isak is the Dondada, but don't be discouraged if we get Ekitike. It's a chess move Liverpool playing. Don't be surprised we end up getting both. Remember, we need two strikers,
Exactly.
right?
And we are going to end up with two strikers. If we do end up selling Darwin, we'll definitely
We
end up with
definitely
two
need two.
strikers.
Exactly. So this thing is not done yet, and as you can see, there's a lot of conversation. I think Isak have said something. He's not happy, and now we're probably going to see something. But Liverpool, you have gone so far with Ekitike. Are you going to be like Ekitike? You know what? Our bad. My bad. Yeah,
Nah, but I don't know who planted that story that
yeah.
a Frankfurt is waiting for quote unquote Man United to create
A
a
bidding.
to bid in. I think that's a great plan. Whoever did it, that's a great plan because it's kind of telling they can get. Look, man, it's Frankfurt who's not accepted. They trying to get up more money for you, so it kind of gave us an excuse
Exactly.
to wait
Yeah,
around.
You know,
exactly.
and we
And
go
I
we
think
go to the
Liverpool
other
has
side.
been doing this whole thing this season of
You know,
if you want
we
us,
already
you have to
agreed.
say you want us. If you don't, we're
Yeah,
out.
Yep. I mean,
yeah, yeah.
let's be
We
honest.
already gave you a contract. We already put a contract in your.
It's your man them who said no.
Is your man? Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna do
And then,
Isak and our bad, our bad. Sorry about that.
I
yeah,
mean, look,
we already put out a bid for you 68, 69 mil,
and
70
Yeah,
mil.
they
we
said
could
You
no.
have
know,
gone up. We could
They
have
want
gone
you to
up,
go
but
to
you
the
know,
broke. They want you to go to the broke ass Manchester United.
yeah.
It's not our fault.
And then it's not our fault. And they saying they want 100 mil for you. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Wink,
I mean,
wink, wink, wink.
wink, wink. And you know what the funny thing is? We
Yeah,
we did the same thing to Turkey
yeah, yeah, yeah.
because
We kind of did. We kind of did.
yeah, we
We
were
were
talking to
talking to
Turkey.
both.
We were talking
Yeah,
to
we were
both,
talking
and
to
when
both.
Verts came along, we were like, Andy Slot had to take
Uh,
a plane to France and say, "Hey, player,
yeah,
a
yeah.
100 mil.
We want you too. We
We
want you
want you
too. But
too. You want to stay?" He's like, "Nah, I want to be the Don." So he went to City.
yeah, it happens. It
It
happens.
happens. It's business, man.
It's the game.
It's a
It's the
game.
game.
So hey,
It's the
like I
game.
said, we've gone through it. Shramini, Jude, who's the other guy? Right? He
Uh,
said yes and turned yes to
don't
the other
forget
side.
Camavinga,
Anthony.
Camavinga,
Caicedo,
people,
Nah,
all of them.
all
All
of
of
them.
them. All of them.
But anyway, people, man, big up to all of you guys, man. Appreciate you
thank you
guys.
so
Peace
much,
out.
Percy.
Thank
All right,
you. See
peace.
you soon.
Very much.